All right, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast from Let's Go Elks here in the Dome. Your Round Valley Elks are going to be playing the Morenci Wildcats. For some reason, we are out of focus on camera number 1. We will get that addressed here in a moment. We need to just go make sure she's got it on autofocus there on the left-hand side on the bottom, because we ran out. At any rate, this is the Mighty Mites coming out on the field. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Next up, we got the juniors, the 3rd and 4th graders, coached by Josh Finch.
3rd and 4th graders, coached by Josh Finch. There we go, they're waving. All right, let's see if we can get a little better.
There we go.
Crisper camera, there we go, that looks a little better.
That's the other camera, that's the field camera.
Yep. All right, and we're back. We got that one fixed. All right, hey. 10 seconds in, our first major fire, and I think we survived.
Yeah.
Now, tonight, this is Ethan Holiday. I'm going to be the ringleader of this circus tonight. Looking forward to joining you guys again for another season of Let's Go Elks, brought to you by Zero Luck Live Productions. We got a lot of great sponsors. Excited for them and everything they do to help us do what we do. Tonight, I am joined to my far right, bouncing back from a 2-year suspension for PEDs. We've got Steven Pena back in the booth with us tonight. One of the original booth boys is back. How you feeling tonight, Steven?
It's great. Brings back memories. First game ever done was Round Valley Morenci. In Morenci, me, Wes, and our sons were the production team that night. So this brings back memories. It's nice.
Well, we're glad to have you back, Steven. It's been too long. He's going to be helping us out with stats tonight. While I push the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and I hope not the 4s, 5s, or 6s, because I don't remember what those do. Now, moving to the left of Steven, my immediate right, we're joined by the blue-collar brawler himself. We've got Dan the Truth Muth back and ready for another exciting season of football. How you doing, Dan?
I am doing well, sir, doing well, and glad to be back. After last year, I tried to give a whack at going back at referee and decided, no, I just like this way too much. So it's good to be back. I get to be on the field without being on the field, so it's the best of both worlds.
There we go. Smile, boys. You're on camera. How are we doing tonight?
I wore my good overalls tonight for this auspicious occasion, as we have the Battle of the Muggy-Own Rim tonight.
What is he talking about? Sorry, I got distracted by whatever Wes was announcing, a bunch of letters and numbers.
License plate, using showing us his prowess with the phonetic alphabet.
I hope that it's not my car, because I was not listening.
So would be the very south of the rim, I guess, huh? Morenci?
They would be the bottom of the rim.
Hopefully not the bottom of the bowl. All right, we're getting ready for intro, and then
well, the
I'm
assuming that the tension on the field as the Elks are in the tunnel, getting pumped up, ready to take the field.
And here comes Hell's Bells.
Elks fans, it's been a few months since we've been together.
Wes is bringing him in.
Oh, I don't know how you guys are doing, but I'm hyped.
Oh, yeah. It's football season, baby.
All right.
Here they come.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Elks taking the field to begin the 2023 season without a scrimmage. This ought to be an interesting first half.
You know, these guys are ready to hit somebody other than themselves. I'll tell you that. Having a kid on the team, that they're excited to hit somebody else. And, you know, it could work to our disadvantage early a little bit. You know, we don't have those jitters out. This is they've had a scrimmage. They had a game last week. And then tonight, so they've got 2 games under their belt, basically, and we don't have any. So,
well, I'm hoping the first game jitters don't become more of a problem. But I look for things to settle down second half for sure. As you know, you get that nervous anticipation, you get pumped up, you're ready to go, and sometimes the amperage gets a little high in that first quarter.
You know, last night's JV game, it took them about 2 series to get settled, and then we were fine. You know, I'd suspect something like that tonight. It'd be great if we could run the kickoff back like we did a couple years ago against Phoenix Christian. And that settled everything down real quick then, you know.
You know, I was pleasantly surprised last night watching that JV game that you and Wes brought to us.
If you would all please stand and remove cover if you can find the flag for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran by, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Braylyn Baca.
Braylyn Baca bringing us
Ladies and gentlemen, once again,
heartwarming
welcome
rendition
to Wildcats. Thanks for
of
joining us
the national anthem to start us off. Now that's going to be Coach Baca's oldest
Yes,
daughter, I believe.
Coach Bach's oldest child right there, yep.
So what I was saying is I was watching the stream last night of the JV, and man, did I like what I saw.
differently this season.
Little rough there in that first series, but after that they settled in and started playing smash mouth football, and Cage Finch, wow,
Yep.
what an exciting young man to watch play football.
Yep. It was running back in the first half and quarterback in the second half, you know. And he's fun to watch, you know. 2 defensive touchdowns last night by the JV.
Yeah, it was
Had another Finch return fumble for a touchdown, or actually took the ball from the running back and went back for a touchdown. And Ryan's that punt block recovered the punt in the end zone.
So it looks like the captains tonight are going to be Riker Marble, Brett Jordan, let's see, 23.
That's Brett.
That's Brett. 65, Noah Dana.
And Derek Gillum looks like 55.
Awesome. All right, gentlemen, so I've got a challenge for you. Pretend, let's say I live out in the trees and I don't socialize with a lot of people every day, and I don't have coworkers that I get to talk about high school football with every day. What's the excitement going into this season? What are the question marks? What are we worried about? What are we excited about? Fill me in.
I think the biggest difference we've got to answer is our offense. Where's our offensive line? We've lost Keanu. We lost Pablo from last year. Those are big holes to fill. So how are we going to fill those gaps in the offensive line? Our skills should be pretty strong, I think. We've got some pretty athletic guys.
I'm optimistic for this season. I think we've got some young players on the field this year, but they are also more than capable to step up. I think as far as our conference goes, we actually stand the strongest as far as returners.
Yes.
Starting returners. So we should fare pretty well because attrition did not hit us as hard as it hit everybody else.
Yeah.
So we stand to do pretty well if we can just stay calm and play good football.
Yeah. A little different region this year. They change every year, but they have decided to go to a 2-year block again. I read that last night. But this year our region includes Blue Ridge Shoalo, Fountain Hills, and Payson. So we're not going up on the res like we were last year. We do have some JV games with them, but So, but I think as the region breaks down, it's going to be us and Sholo. So that game in September, right here at the Dome, for the first time in 4 years, could be the deciding game for the region.
Gentlemen, introduce yourselves. How are you guys? Ready for some football? Okay, this is a head, this is a tail.
Referee Chuck
A head,
Copeland.
it's a tail. You're going to call it. I'm going to catch it. If I don't catch it, I'll flip it. You need to speak loud enough that Mr. Sneed can hear you. It's a tail. Okay, Round Valley wins the toss. They'll receive. Which end would you like to kick from? Okay, you guys turn your backs here. Round Valley here.
So it looks like Morenci's choosing to take the slope of the field.
All right,
in their
gentlemen, come
favor
out.
tonight.
Play hard.
Well, with that crosswind, that's probably a wise decision.
All right, so Round Valley is going to be receiving the ball. Looks like the Elks are going to want to establish a presence early in this game as the team meets at the 50 at the hash. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just seconds away for the beginning of the 2023 football season.
So you talked about attrition not hitting us as hard. One area I'm concerned about, maybe some of the fans are, is what's our kicking game going to look like this year?
I think we'll be just fine. We got 2 quality kickers. Riker Marble, people don't realize, has been as good, almost as good as Kevin Flores was for us the last few years. He kicked the winning kick against Sholo a couple of years ago. So I think we're just fine. If something goes wrong there, we've got Gabriel James, who for JV hit a couple of 35, 40-yarders last year as a sophomore. So
I do like having those soccer players in there, though. I do like having those soccer players.
Gabe's a soccer player underneath a football and cross-country runner. So
yeah, he's apparently making quite a presence in the cross-country. I guess the cross-country world here in northern Arizona.
Yep, him, and we're going to have a strong distance team again this year. We have a couple of football players that are running cross-country. Him and Madrid are both running cross-country.
So Austin Nelson's back to kick for Morenci with Marble, and it looks like Clark back deep to receive. There's a line drive. Looks like Riker's going to get it at about the 5. Crosses the 10, the 15, the 20. Brought down at about the 26-yard line. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Elks from their own 26.
All right, and that will be the opening to the season, and this our Tread Masters first quarter. Now, there's going to be a change for the Elks offense this year. Riker Marble is not the starting quarterback.
No, Brett Jordan gets the start at quarterback with Marble in the Z or slot. And I think that's Clark back there with him with Gage Baker.
Number 2, Clark, yep. That's what my sheet says.
Play call at the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Hand off to Clark. Clark tries to go outside. He gets met, but manages to fight back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1.
And it looks like they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Yeah. So with a gain of 1, it's 2nd and 9 for the Elks from their own 27-yard line. Interesting that they're calling the play from the line of scrimmage.
Yep, they've got the wristbands. The coach is signaling in, and that could work to our advantage with the elevation throughout the game. There's Clark.
Clark finds a hole in the middle and manages to cross the 31-yard line.
Nice job breaking through the initial contact there.
Line opening up a hole for him to find.
3rd and 5. 5.5.
Ish. We'll just say ish.
Yeah.
Don't be bringing fractions into this when it's not necessary.
Oh, well, once a math teacher,
I
always
am a math
teacher.
teacher, so I like fractions. My students don't, but I do,
Interesting setup at center with Nell Rubakava. There's a snap to Jordan. Jordan's rolling out. He's looking to pass. He gets it out. And it looks like it's broken up by Marble, almost an interception by number 11, Marcus Lucero.
For my money, 11 had it, and Riker had to
I think he popped it out.
had to rip that elbow through there and knock it back out.
Yeah, I got a little nervous when he made that decision.
So it looks like the Elks are going to take the option to punt.
I will say, in watching him warm up, he can't throw on the run, but he does struggle when he's running.
He's got a hole. First down. 45 goes out of bounds at the 50. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Elks.
19 yards.
Yeah, at the 49, they're going to spot him going out. So
18 yards then.
Coach Pena, Coach Baca, there's getting to be too many of you guys here.
Well, at the snap, Morenci just flew back. Nobody stayed at the line to check for the run.
I was going to say, they only sent one rusher, and not very seriously.
I think they must scouted that out. Hey, they're not. We have that opportunity, and with Riker back there, we can do that all year. And that makes one more thing teams have to game plan for.
Jordan back to pass. He's rolling out as the pocket collapses and does not find his man at the 35.
Had a man open there, though.
Yeah, pass was just a little short. I think we've got some first game jitters going on. As the ball will be spotted back at the 49-yard line, 2nd down.
I was concerned we might get a holding call there. That guy came in through the middle, but we didn't get it, so that's a good thing.
Well, were his hands open or closed?
That's a good, that's
the test.
Mr. Copeland was watching pretty close, so he must pass the test.
So 2 on the near side, 1 split out wide on the far side. And Jordan's met the line of scrimmage. He's battling, but he'll make it back to the line of scrimmage. I think that just kind of collapsed. I don't know if that was a called play or if that just fell apart on him.
It's that zone read.
Yeah, hard to tell. Try to catch the quick instant replay. Looks like that DN did stay home, so maybe was better off trying to take it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 near, 2 far. Jordan rolls out to the near side. There's a pass across the 50. There's a flag. And it looks like we've got a little extracurriculars going on between Ziegler and number 9, Donovan Vosa.
Hold 12, Round Valley.
Ziegler with the hold. And that's,
Number 9 had 12 in a headlock. I'm not quite sure how that's a hold on number 12, but
well,
right.
I think the headlock resulted from the hold.
Hold, number 12, Round Valley. Repeat 3rd down.
So that's going to back Round Valley up, give them an opportunity to maybe air this thing out a little bit. We'll see how many Morenci puts in the box. There's a snap. Jordan's back to pass as the line collapses. He's having to scramble. He throws the ball away. Incomplete pass. Pass protection is not really working right now as the offensive line needs to find their groove. Jordan's not getting a lot of time to get that ball off.
I'm guessing that they will hold their positions on this punt, that they're going to.
Yeah, they got burnt last time. I don't look for them to get burnt like that again. Looks like perhaps they're going to rush 4 this time.
There's nobody on. There's nobody on the top. There's nobody covering. Oh.
Luker was
wide open. There, no man on him.
It's going to roll into the end zone, so that will come out to Morenci's 20.
He was yelling. He was trying to get Marble's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Let's go back. You can see him waving his hands on the instant replay at the top of the screen.
Yeah,
and he just doesn't notice him. That is an opportunity lost.
So this will be the first test for the Round Valley defense now as they take the field. Morenci's offense now coming out.
9 minutes left to play here in the Treadmasters first quarter. They do take walk-ins. They do make appointments. You guys need some work done. Brakes, tires. Go see our friends down at Treadmasters.
So number 12 for Morenci. Looks like he'll be their quarterback tonight. Licks his fingers, wipes his hip, takes a snap. There's the handoff to number 7. He's going to bounce outside. He finds a hole. He's at the sideline. He's being chased by Jordan and pushed out of bounds at the 50. Oh, they're going to spot him back at the 46.
Is that Gage Baker that got him over there?
That was Brett Jordan that
Brett
caught him
Jordan.
from the safety position.
David Jones and Levi Finch are looking for mom and dad. You guys can look to the press box. Give us a big wave. We got some kiddos looking for their mom and dad because they need money for the concession stands. I'm sure is what it is. Yeah. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
There's a handoff to 7 again. He's trying to roll outside on the far side. He'll get about 3, maybe 6.
They go into Elks territory.
No, closer to 7.
Riker Marble on the tackle.
So Morenci's really attacking that outside. Who's the defensive end on that side?
So is that Noah?
That is Noah.
Noah Dana. Looks
Running
like,
running
like
a
they're-
3-5.
Oh, no. Who's over there on the end?
Right. That's that was Luker that rolled up on that one. He's a linebacker.
so they'll get to the 45, 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for
Dana.
Morenci as they're marching down the field.
So we're running to 3-5, and they'll roll up that outside linebacker.
Get your hands together.
Yeah, it looks like they're committing too soon and getting trapped inside.
So I think with this, those 3 are more like tackles, with the linebacker acting more like the defensive end.
Now Round Valley's going to load the box. Nowhere to go.
They
And he is
stopped
stopped
him.
at the line of scrimmage and buried.
2, 5, and 8 there on the tackle.
And
along
12.
With 12, yep.
Ziegler was down there at the bottom of the pile. So it'll be 4th and 1-ish.
Oh, 2, 5, and 12. I'm like, we don't have a 25.
No, 2, 5,
Yeah,
12.
2, 5. Okay, gotcha. I'm a little slow. I'll get back in the swing of it, gentlemen.
So Round Valley now loading the line.
Here we go.
They're trying to
They
cross
go
on.
for the hard count.
Yeah,
Timeout. Morenci.
yep, they were
Timeout,
trying to get us to
Morenci.
jump.
Okay, I'm going to let him say that for the rest of the night.
So with Morenci at the 45-yard line, they've been pretty effective running to the outside, but it looks like Round Valley is stopping play in between the tackles. I'm sure the coaches are making a note of all of this. So we've got 6:51 left in the first quarter. Scoreless ball game right now with Morenci in possession. 4th and 1-ish.
What is the name of that little
We'll see what Morenci comes out with to see if they can pick up the first down. See if Round Valley can get the big stop here.
All right, and a quick mention, new season, we got a new sponsor this year, Napa Auto Parts in Springerville.
Hello, Napa.
Locally owned and operated, access to the America's largest parts inventory, open 7 days a week.
Came this way on the counter. Nice stop there by number
It's going to be close.
Oh, that is
number 3.
dangerously close.
That is going to be a close. Nice job by Riker coming up to make that tackle.
I think it's going to be short. The way they got it, it's short.
Yeah, it's on the hash.
It's a full hash
short.
back.
No, they're going to measure. It's all right.
That's okay.
They're going to be short
Coach
by
is
3 inches.
super upset with the spot,
I don't know.
but I don't.
His knee was down.
Yeah.
Great job by Marble there coming up.
I was
Yes.
worried the way that outside opened up, but man, they came up and stopped it. And it's going to take. It's going to
3
take a
inches
couple
short.
of
Round Valley ball.
So Round Valley's going to take over on their own 44-yard line as the ball comes in from the Round Valley sideline.
Now let's hope they can get their mojo going on offense, because they essentially had 2 series already, if you count the split with the fake punt as a second series, and not a lot going so far.
Well, let's keep in mind these guys have not seen a live game.
Yep.
So, they didn't get the opportunity to work out the kinks in any scrimmages like everybody else did. So we're kind of having to pull double duty. So I don't look for great things in the next 6 minutes, but let's see how these guys settle down and play. So we got one split out on the far side, and we've got a bunch formation on the near side. There's the handoff, and a blitz came through and tackled him in the backfield for a loss of 3. Baker getting wrapped up and dropped for about a 2-3 yard loss.
Yeah, he had blockers ahead of him too. The hole was developing. If that backside backer doesn't get in there.
Yeah.
No, that was the down lineman. That was the D tackle.
That was defensive tackle, so he just found a missed assignment and exploited it then.
Indeed.
Yeah, because he's lining up over the guard. Indeed. Here's a snap. Jordan's going to look. He's going to keep it. He's getting across the field. He crosses the 50. So he gets some of it and more back.
8 yards.
So they're going to be just across the 50. The 49.5-ish. How's that, Stephen? Half-ish? I get them both
Half-ish,
in there?
yeah. I think that's an official math term somewhere.
Math-ish.
Yeah.
So Baker's back there with Jordan. 2 on the near side, 1 split out to the far side.
There, nice
Baker
hole
up the
there.
middle.
First down.
Yeah, we get the first down, crosses the 45. It looked like they were trying to rip the ball out, and he managed to hang on to it. So they will get to the Morenci 49-yard line going in.
Our crew tonight, working our cameras, we've got Loie Hunt on our main camera tonight. She's a returning veteran for us. Down on the field, we've got Keith. Where's Keith?
Keith Moore, where is he?
Moore, and he's training up my son, Gareth Holiday.
So Trace Whiting checking in, 2 on the near side, 1 split out to the far side. Baker back in the backfield with Jordan.
If we can get time, this would be a
Brody
good time
Ziegler
for
goes into motion. There's a Baker. Baker will get to the 41.
That was definitely a horse collar.
But it's kind of tight, so he kind of pulled him down. Didn't pull him back, so he didn't get the flag there. But
yeah.
And he let go.
But he stuck the hand in,
Yeah.
but he knew he was
Yeah.
in trouble the
Did
way he let go.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah,
can't do that.
that's as close as you can get, gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm with Steven. If he had yanked him backwards, that probably would have been a different.
Oh, and
Yeah,
we've got
illegal. Yep.
jump start. So we got procedure against Round Valley.
Traveling.
Yep. I'd say, as my daughter would say, that's traveling in football. Didn't know there was traveling in football.
Let's see if we can see where the shift happened. As
It
I'm
was
watching
the receivers.
replay. Yeah.
It was one of the receivers
yep.
there. They just jumped the snap.
Just Riker getting a little head start.
Just
That's all.
means more yards the offense can put up.
Now,
more
if you ask Riker, he's going to blame that on the center, saying the center didn't snap the ball quick enough.
Center's the only player who can't have a false start. So
So 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side with the slot receiver.
all right, count. All right, we got it off. No flag.
Jordan's looking. He airs it out downfield into traffic, and it's almost picked off by number 12. That is Joey Ceballos.
Gentlemen, I'm not going to lie. If Riker doesn't readjust and tackle him mid-catch, I think he had a decent shot at that one. I think he expected him to break left and not right. So just a little bit of a miscue. Had the space, but had the wrong route in his head, unfortunately.
So nobody in the backfield with Jordan. We got 2 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Here's the snap. Jordan's looking. He's got time. Pocket collapses. He's rolling out. He's looking. And it is broken up.
Oh, we're going to get a late flag on the keep. We're going to get roughing.
Yep.
I think we're going to get roughing right
ball
here.
out, driven out of bounds.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Morenci.
That should pick up the first down.
Is it automatic? Yeah, is it automatic first down? Do they do that still in high
it's
school?
It's not automatic, but
it's
we've got
15.
15 yards, and we've only got 12 to gain, so that will be the first down.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Number 20, Morenci. First down.
That eliminates a incomplete pass for Jordan as well. So helped his stats there.
Yeah, stats. I had a college professor who told me stats is just when you torture the numbers until they tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You know?
He's not wrong.
No, because stats class is a torture in and of itself.
Jordan rolling out the far side. He's going to tuck it and go. He's got room. He's going to cross the 30 and get down to about the 20.
That's going to be another hold on number 12, and he had him dead to rights.
Ziegler with the
I
hold.
don't feel like just because the guy sticks both arms out and doesn't try to get around him. Man, I don't feel good about that one, guys.
Well, again, if he's grabbing him and not, it's whether or not you keep the hands open. If you close those hands, that's the first thing they look for, because you're looking for the grasp. If he's got his hands open, you might get it.
Took away a good, nice little gain there.
So that will back Round Valley up 1st and 10 from the Morenci 40, and that's going to be blown dead.
Oh, that's on
encroachment.
Morenci.
So we got Morenci crowding the ball a little bit. So we'll get 5 of that back.
Prior to the snap, encroachment. Morenci.
Maybe both teams working out some jitters, huh?
Yeah, so now what, 1st and 14? Am I reading that right?
That's what it looks like
It should
to
be
me.
1st and 15, but, you know, that does look kind of.
Oh, he slipped throwing.
There's an interception. Morenci trying to he'll get to the 30-yard line. So Morenci will intercept and have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 30. 31.
We'll watch the White Mountain Regional Medical Center instant replay. Yeah, that foot went right out from underneath him as he was in the middle of the throw. Took all the air out from underneath that ball.
You know, this doesn't apply to this game, but I was reading some interesting stats. I was looking at Larry Fitzgerald's stats the other day. He had more tackles as a receiver than he did dropped passes in his 17-year career.
So looking at what's going on, they are really blitzing our quarterback from the outside.
Oh,
so
nice tackle there in the open field.
Morenci's going to cross the 35, get out to what, the 37?
That's a piece of tape. Thought I saw a flag. We're good.
So Morenci's really working that outside. They're really attacking our defensive ends and our outside backer on the far side of the field. Out there with Ziegler and Dana, those are really working those two. And they've got that extra back out there, so they've got more help sealing that off and opening a lane up for their back. Oh, we got a blitz in the middle, and he'll lose 5 yards. Oh, they're going to mark progress. So
pretty generous progress, but okay.
Yeah. So they're going to give him 2 of the 5 back, so it's actually a loss of 3. So 3rd down for Morenci right at the 35-yard line.
That flag that you see hanging over by the volleyball court, is that the largest, the second largest, or the 3rd largest flag?
Oh, that's the largest flag, Wes. I know that.
251.
If you're listening, call Wes and get a candy bar.
Second largest.
Indoor flag.
Oh, indoor.
I think it's the largest indoor, isn't it?
Yeah. Second largest in the state. Burgeford. What are you going to do?
Morenci with the shotgun, 3 in the backfield with him.
Delay.
Delay?
Yep. Oh, that's going to back him up.
3rd and 10.
Prior to the snap, delay a game. Morenci, 5-yard penalty.
So it looks like Morenci's also got some early in the season jitters going on right now as they work out some of their kinks.
Let them play. I love that. I love that. They yell that, you know. Don't do your job, let them play. You know.
I mean, they haven't done anything that egregious yet.
No.
So. Just in general, a tough job.
Yes.
No comment.
Morenci lined up in the same formation. Doesn't hand off, rolls right side, to number 5.
And he's,
Number 10 intended for incomplete.
yeah, was that? All right, so Morenci now kind of sputtering a little bit as they got 4th and 11. They went from really attacking the outside to just kind of their offense kind of falling apart a little bit. So it looks like they're now having the same issue, maybe some preseason jitters.
In their third live action,
This is our third game already?
they had a scrimmage and they played ALA
Timeout.
Ironwood
Morenci.
last week.
So we're going to take a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Altitude Hyperbaric Chamber, Backwoods Tees, Beehive Homes of Eager, Cowboy Up in Midtown Springerville. I can't believe Wes is still using that. I'm not going to promote anything about that guy. Napa Auto Parts in Springerville, Pioneer Title Agency, and then all of you Silent partners out there. Without you, there would be no us, and we do appreciate you. We really do.
The one that Dan skipped was himself. He's a sponsor here with his business, and so I'll mention it if he won't.
I can't. I can't promote. I just can't. It just doesn't feel right.
Well, I'm glad now that you're a dirty, rotten green shirt anyways.
Well, I kept my private practice as a kind of a side hustle. I got 2 girls in college now, so I'm
That
putting
don't
out
go
a
cheap.
lot of money every year.
4th and 11.
Morenci, there's the punt. It got nice hang time. Riker's back there. He's going to try to field it. Let's see. He breaks a tackle.
Nice job.
He's now trying to find more field, and
Oh.
he will get drugged down at the 22, 23-yard line.
That was a lot of running for 2 yards.
He
And a hard tackle. He got swung down pretty hard.
Well, he evaded one tackle, and then the other guy was just disciplined and stayed with him. And had he broken that one and got to the sideline, he might have taken that to the house.
You know,
Well,
that's a threat. And
He picked it up on the 18, so it was 4 yards. So I shortchanged him in all fairness.
But now let's give him credit for the almost 10 yards across that he ran. So technically, he covered about 14 yards. Can't give it all to him, but, you know. So Round Valley, 1 receiver each way. Baker back. No, Kyle Clark back there. There's a little hitch to Ziegler. Ziegler's going to get to about the 29-yard line.
That's what I like to see.
7-yard gain.
Yep.
Let's watch that one again. This instant replay brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center.
So that blitz is coming from the inside. It's breaking up the Round Valley offensive line.
I mean, he rode him a good 4 yards out of bounds and still took him to the ground. But hey, who's complaining? I'm not. I'm not that guy.
I'm just going to laugh.
2nd and 4.
Jordan's going to keep it. He's going to cross the 30. So that's a gain of about 1.
Well, you have to remember, this isn't the NFL. They actually can get hit in high school football.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, there's no arm tackling at this level.
You know, the NFL's become almost like glorified touch football in a lot of ways, you know.
That is the
Well,
largest,
you got to protect $1 million investment.
the largest indoor flag.
So let's see who's back there with Jordan. Is that Clark? It is Clark. No, it's Riker.
Riker.
Marble's back there with Jordan. 1 receiver split each side.
Looked like they changed the play at the line there. No, that was Clark. That was number 2.
Was it number 2?
Yeah.
So there it's going to be 4th and 4, 4th and 3. 4th and 3 for Round Valley. Let's see what they decide to do here.
They're
Looks like Riker's going to punt. Or maybe.
You know, I think that he's been given some discretion to read what the defense is doing.
Morenci's trying to
decision.
figure out what their adjustment's going to be.
Hey, they figured out to cover Luker this punt.
Yeah, that's an improvement.
Somebody's looking for.
They don't think we're going to punt it.
They've got nobody back.
Yeah.
Barber with the punt. Morenci leaves it completely wide open. The ball will bounce.
And that's at the 29-yard line.
That's the end of
So
the
Morenci will start from the opposite side of the field at about the 30. That's where they spot it.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to conclude the Tread Masters first quarter. How are we feeling after the first quarter, gentlemen?
About what I expected.
Yeah, I think we've got some first quarter jitters going on. These guys are going to need to take this 60 seconds and try to settle down a little bit. Again, it's hard to come into a game without having any type of scrimmage. You know, you got to have a scrimmage or at least a controlled scrimmage to work out some of the kinks and see how things are going to work. And, you know, we're playing catch-up. So
Yep.
I look for the second half to be a lot more explosive. This first half is just going to be a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it at the beginning of the game, but I was just hoping we were going to survive the first quarter.
Yeah.
Because that's when momentum can get out of hand
Yes.
in a high school game really quickly.
Yep.
And if your opponent's going into week 3 essentially, and you're at week 0,
Yep.
sometimes that level of intensity, it can be a mismatch, I guess, is what
Yeah.
I was afraid of.
Yeah.
And they held their opponent scoreless last week. You know, I knew they were going to be a tough defense.
Well, Morenci's defense is disruptive. You know, they're coming with different blitz packages. They're finding holes in the line to exploit. Seven's going to come roll out to the outside. He's got a hole, and he gets hit and buried by
Kyle
Kyle
Clark
Clark at the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
saved a touchdown.
See, and I think what we're seeing on defense is just a little bit of head down, over anxious, not looking for the ball type play. And it's just I'm going to chalk this up to first game jitters. These guys just need to settle down and learn how to play together. Morenci catching Round Valley in adjustment. There's the outside, and he crosses Round Valley's 40 down to about the 38-yard line for Morenci first down. Again, exploiting that outside. They are really attacking the defensive ends and outside linebackers.
One thing to remember, Morenci was the 2A state champion last year. These guys know how to win.
Yep.
They're well coached. They're going to be tough. They do have this is a new coach though. This is new coaching staff from last year.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take anything from Morenci. They are a good football team. And legitimately speaking, we're up in the 3A. We actually should be in their division.
Mm-hmm. So you actually have 2A teams playing right here by all rights.
And there's a blitz.
Nice job by number 2.
Kyle Clark just blitzing in there, and wow, that was a loss of 6.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch that one again, folks. That's worth watching twice, I feel.
I don't even think the offensive line saw him.
They did not, in case you're wondering.
He just came in right between that guard and the tackle, and it was nothing but daylight.
Indeed. I know. I can't help it.
second 15.
Need to get them sign them on as a sponsor.
There you go.
Oh, there's motion all over the
Yeah,
place.
we got
65 was pulling, I think.
everybody
Start, stop. False start. Morenci.
everybody but the center.
Come on, let him play. What? Who said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, quick question to those watching. If you could throw down in the comments, can you guys hear the ref when he chimes in? It sounds good in our headsets, but I'm not always 100% sure by the time I get it to you guys. So I think you're hearing us all right, but
Well, let's be honest. For those of you that want to hear what the referee has to say,
oh, come on now.
And it'd probably be helpful if when he's getting ready to talk that we don't. You know, I just thought of that. We'd probably talk over him a little bit.
Oh, we should work out a hand signal or
oh
something.
darn! Here's the snap. Number 9, and he's met by several Elk and brought down about the line of scrimmage, but they'll give him about, 2 yards?
I'm not going to lie, man. Ziegler is playing mean tonight. That boy watched Remember the Titans or something because he's jacked up.
He is, but like I said, he might be a little overamped.
Cochran got in there on that play. 42. One of those young guys that is going to be a bright spot in our future.
Round Valley's defense now starting to find their groove a little bit as they make an adjustment. Looks like a little motion got away with it there. There's a pass to 10 at the first down marker, and he will cross. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the – no. That won't be the first down. They're now 4th and 9, so I was looking at the wrong marker.
I was curious if they're going to start doing that because I've noticed our corner's been playing very soft. 10, sometimes 12, 13 yards back.
This is their last time out of the half for Morenci.
Timeout, Morenci.
Madrid on the tackle.
Well, this is 8:29 left here in this Arizona Choice Insurance second quarter.
So Morenci taking their third timeout, using a lot of timeouts with a lot of time left on the clock. I don't know what they're trying to adjust, but it seems like they're just being maybe a little overly anxious hitting those timeouts, huh?
No, I'm thinking we're in Round Valley territory. Let's see if we can take advantage, get some points on the board, and we've got decent.
Well, I'm wondering if
position.
they're not talking about maybe attacking the secondary a little bit harder after
Well,
that pickup.
Well, we've got 4th and 8, so they have to do something here. So
Sorry about that. Did I miss anything?
No, just a timeout. Steven and I were discussing if they were going to attack the secondary a little harder.
3 wide over here.
Yeah.
Oh, they saw something. Oh,
So Ceballo gets all the way down to the 5-yard line on a busted pass play in busted coverage.
Oh, I don't want to, but I'm going to watch it again because that kid's got some wheels.
And
One elk
he
miss,
read that.
2 elk miss.
but he misread it. He had a man wide open down the sideline. He gets the ball to him immediately, hits a touchdown.
Well, all things considered, he did all right for himself.
Yeah, he did. As far as being from Round Valley, I'm kind of glad he didn't make that throw because we get a chance to stop him here.
Ceballo's rolling out, and he gets hit, blocked.
He's hard to bring down.
Yeah. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like there's some talking and some extracurriculars as everybody's teammates break it up.
Look like about a loss of 1, Dan, if I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, so it's 2nd and goal.
When you get down here on the goal line, it makes things so much tougher. That field compresses, harder to create space.
Well, the one advantage Morenci has shown tonight is the fact that they love to utilize the lateral edges of the field. So,
Touchdown.
and that's how they score that touchdown. They just get outside And we just have to find a way to stop that. Looks like our outside backer and our defensive end are just getting sucked in somehow.
Well, let's watch it again. Why not?
So, Morenci, the first to draw blood, putting up 6 here in Round Valley.
Morenci getting the momentum they need off that broken pass play to
And he gets buried. He can't get there, so they will not get the PAT. So a 6:56, Morenci takes a 6-0 lead. Round Valley will get the opportunity to come back and see if they can post up some points.
or like into the backfield for a run play, because you just stretch it towards the sideline. Half the time it comes right at you.
You know, this is a weakness that we can take advantage of. They don't have a kicking game. You know, if we can get our offense moving, that's going to be an advantage we have.
To be honest, I can't remember the last time Morenci really had a kicking game, though. It seems like that's been kind of their Achilles heel for the longest time.
You know, it seems like a lot of these smaller schools, for some reason, don't develop kicking. You know, Sholo last year, or the last 2 years, they've been kind of odd how they've done things. Kicking game, you know, these guys tonight.
Well, maybe it's just not a priority for some coaches. I don't know.
Offside.
So that one will get blown dead and be offsides. So they'll back them up and re-kick. We've got Clark and number 7. Looks like Cage Finch. Did we determine if that was Cage Finch or not?
Do we know who 7 is?
Who is 7? Who is this, Hans?
Elks fans, again, we're trying to fill our roster out. Who is number 7 for the Elks? He's deep receiver.
We need somebody to chat us up and tell us who is number 7. I'm guessing Cage Finch, but I don't know.
Cage is number 16 on the roster. Not that means anything.
Cage?
So they are saying it is Cage.
See? Look at that.
Were you right?
Danny
I was right.
Oh, I really hate to have to admit that.
You know, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then.
Oh, come on. Really? Again with the no, now with
That
the
was on
encouragement.
us. That's on us. Stepped out, standing on the line.
I see green.
Oh,
You
something.
can't have your arms over the line.
No, it's something that he's wearing. Is it something he's wearing? Yeah.
What's he wearing?
So that
Prior to
protector.
the snap, encroachment, Round Valley.
So he had the pad up here, and he said he can't have that up here. It has to be down. I don't know.
But he was encroachment.
Should have been procedure, right? I don't know. It was an equipment issue. He was telling him something.
Okay, so
Just
we're back
hearing
to
him.
the 40. Whatever.
Yeah.
Number 7, Cage Finch.
Take 3.
His high school debut. Rutgers going to catch it right at the end zone. Choo-choo up the middle.
And Riker's going to bring it out to the 25, right up the middle. He just powered his way up in there.
I like what I see.
Marble running downhill to get to the 25-yard line. Pocket collapsing around him.
No, we haven't found the binoculars. Can you tell?
All right, so
I can't believe he said that, Howdy.
On the road 25-yard line.
Sorry, for all of you who are not in the loop, dang it, I left ads on because I'm bad at my job.
here's the snap. Jordan's backing up to pass. He gets the pass off, and it's in and out of the hands of Ziegler.
Man, that was good for 6. And then he had an opportunity to turn and cut it up the field.
Ziegler with an outstanding opportunity and just could not come down with the ball. Maybe just a little bit hot on that pass.
Hey, that was first down. I didn't mess up. Man, I'm chastising myself for
Hey,
no reason.
now there's a welcome change. Look at that. We got cheerleaders in the stands with the fans.
Wow, that's kind of nice.
We haven't seen that in a while. There's a handoff to
Excellent
Gage
cut.
Baker.
Baker, nice.
Excellent cut. Did you see that? The hole
Yeah.
was closed. Brought it back the other way. I'm going to look at that one again.
So Baker's going to get out to the 30.
Cut so nice, I want to see it twice.
Now, Brown Valley really focusing on running the ball.
No, if I was them, I'd stick with that. Let's just pound it. You know, let's keep it within the tackles and see what we can do.
You get a selfie with Grandma Z, you win a candy bar. I know, come get your selfie.
There's the
Misdirection.
handoff to, oh.
Loss of 2.
Out in the backfield by number 17 for the Wildcats, Xavier Fernandez. 4th down.
This will be 4th and 7 for Brown Valley. Looks like Marble's going to go back to punt.
Oh, I'm not going to say.
Was that a pass?
No, it was on that run play, the block that didn't happen.
Oh, ugly snap.
Low snap, Riker gets it. It's going to go to the right side, bounces at the 46-yard
Hey,
line.
he got it off.
Out of bounds. Morenci will pick it up on the Elks, 45-yard line with 5.5 minutes left.
Okay, so they're going to spot it at the 45. That, yeah.
That was a good spot there. That hurts his average.
So Morenci 1st and 10 from the Round Valley 45. Probably not the spot they wanted. Huh. Allison's calling me. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Probably tell you to step it up a notch.
So we got 5 minutes left, a little over 5 minutes here in the first half. Defense needs to step up, keep the game where it's at here.
Especially with the Wildcats going to be receiving the ball
Yes.
coming out of the locker rooms.
Yeah. Be great time for a defensive turnover right here.
Sorry about that, guys. My daughter calling me from Hobbs, New Mexico.
Oh, nice job. Pressure all the way around.
Yeah,
Got a
defense.
sack in there.
Oh, quarterback slow to get up. I
Number
hope he's
12.
all right.
Sack. Ziegler on the sack.
See who's that? That's Brody Ziegler.
Yeah, the defense just collapsed that right around Sabeo.
Oh, lots of pressure off the edge from 66.
Yeah, that was a great job. He collapsed the pocket, and Ziegler came up the middle and laid it on him.
Yeah.
Good to see him. He's back in the huddle. I was a little concerned when he first got up at the end of the play.
Well, if you notice, he's not moving as spryly as he was, and he's favoring that hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Had a substitution. We had
Staten
Madrid
Wilson.
off and Wilson on.
Yeah.
So there's a handoff to 9. He's looking for an outside, and it's not there.
Two-
They're going to write him out to the line of scrimmage.
At number 4 off the bench.
Yep.
First play up. Let's
In
see
on
what
the
you're made
tackle.
of, and he met the challenge.
Yes, he did.
About took out the 4th down line.
Wilson is an athletic kid. He's pretty quick, and he can help us.
So Round Valley's defense tightening it up a little bit right now, playing with some grit as they're settling into their new jobs.
There's probably more change on defense for us this year than there was offense even.
And attacking the outside on this side, and he gets wrapped up. He'll get what, maybe 8 out of that, but
Yeah.
It's
Still going to be
not
fourth
enough
down.
To move the chains.
yeah, still going to be 4th and 6. They're still showing some success at attacking those outsides, and
That little slot reverse is causing some trouble for us a little
it
bit.
looks like we're getting trapped inside.
Mhm.
We're committing too early. We're not keeping our lanes.
They're going to go for it. 4th and 7. Round Valley. wants to
Timeout.
talk about it.
Round Valley.
This is a big play for us here.
Well, you notice they're using those additional backs as a wall, and that's how they bring that outside.
Yeah.
Is they bring that wall around the corner, and that's just collapsing the defensive end, the outside linebacker, and then there's nobody there but the corner and the safety.
Yeah.
And by the time they get over there, he's already picked up 6-8 yards. And to be honest, the adjustment on that, I don't know if you widen out and leave the middle more open and try to entice them to attack the middle and then bring your middle linebacker up to stop it.
We're in that 3-5. I think you could just widen it out and then bring one of those inside backers into that gap, into that inner gap a little bit, and force them to run up the middle where you got more help.
Yeah.
Coach Alba, his backs our D coordinator this year. Let's see if he makes some adjustments at halftime.
I'm sure that's what he's going to be looking at, because it's almost like he needs to widen out those tackles and almost leave that middle open and just leave it to the inside backer.
Yeah.
And force him to commit, because you're getting beat on the edges. It's 3-on-1, and you're just not going to win that battle. And
Yep.
the corner and the safety cannot get there in time, because they're playing deep and they're back in prevent.
We're back at it. 3:44 left in the half. Elks trail by 6.
4th down.
Oh, he's being chased. He's looking. He
Nice
tucks it.
stop.
He only gets 2.
I believe we're short of the first down.
Yep, he's going to be at least 2 short. All right.
That was a lot of running for very little gain. He only gained 5. He needed 7.
You know, I think that was a designed rollout pat. You know, I don't think he ever had any intention of throwing that ball.
You think that was just some misdirection to see if he could find an open crease out there?
He's athletic. Give him some space to run in by rolling him out on that corner. So,
Well, Round Valley gave him a little bit of cushion, but they did not let him get the first down. So now Round Valley's going to take over. 1st and 10 from the 37, 37-ish.
now Wilson was in on that tackle again. His speed was helping out on that outside.
So with an empty backfield, Jordan's got 2 near, 2 far. As 3 goes into motion.
Riker in motion. Jordan goes on.
Jordan is looking. And he gets wrapped up. Maybe a gain of 1.
Gain of about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9 for Round Valley. They picked up 1. 2 receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side with an empty backfield.
3 minutes left in the half. Elks working to get on the board. Brett Jordan takes himself.
He's got time. He throws deep
There
in
he
the
is.
center. There's Riker. And he's gone. Touchdown, Round Valley.
No hankies, we're good.
Caught it in stride.
61 yards.
Brett Jordan connects with Riker Marble in stride. And there was nothing but end zone for that young man.
I'll tell you, Coach Haas, talking to him last week, he said, if we can protect Jordan, Riker's going to have a monster year.
Well, and that's the thing. You've got a very young offensive line. Those guys need to learn how to work together. They need to learn how to communicate with each other. Once they figure that out, there's very good things are going to happen for this team.
2:50 left in the half.
Oh. And with this extra point, this is a chance for the Elks to take the lead.
Riker's kick is
Wow.
up.
With the bullet,
Oh,
no
missed
good.
it.
Wide left looks to me.
Yeah.
Left in the half. It's a tie ball game at 6s.
So tied at 6s with 2:50 left in the half. Let's see if Round Valley can get the stop and go down and score again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home, you know the fight song. Stand up, clap it out, sing it out.
Oh, just get rid of some of the anxiety at this point. These kids are killing me.
Marble was 5 yards behind that deepest man. I mean, beautiful
Oh, he had
play.
him beat. He had him beat. And he knew it.
You know, I think that helps having that quarterback as a receiver. Knows how to make the adjustments. He sees the same thing that the quarterback does. You know, they can play that game a little bit.
Well, and let's give the quarterback some due. I mean, the patience in the pocket.
Very much so.
To stand tall in the pocket, let the receiver get downfield, and then connect in stride.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Outstanding. If we can keep that up, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very good year.
All right, they're getting set up for the kick.
Okay, this is James doing the kicking here.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to give Riker a little bit of a break. Gabriel James kicking. Oh.
Were we not ready?
To receive for the Wildcats.
Must not have got the ready whistle.
Julian Aragon.
Well, there was an adjustment. 76 was out there on the wing, and I don't think that was meant to be.
Let's try that again. Here we go.
Oh, ugly kick, but great for us. 13's got nowhere to go, and he's buried at the 11.
4, 5, and 11 in on the tackle.
Yeah, they're going to spot it about the 12, 11.
Connor Luger getting it done that way for special teams.
Yeah, that was, I mean, it was probably the prettiest ugly kick I've ever seen. The back had a hard time trying to field that.
You know, you wonder, was that by design? Don't want to kick, give him time to set up and run. Don't let the defense, the wall set up. Kind of an ugly.
I'm going to give the kid credit, I think.
Yeah.
Either way, Morenci's starting deep in their own territory on their own 12-yard line. Tried to run up the middle, and there's nothing there. He might have got back.
66, stuffed him in the backfield.
Yeah, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but, man, he hit the wall.
Cody and Dana.
Yeah, Cody Finch and Noah Dana just, you could hear the smack from up here.
Not that. I would say at most like 20 yards behind the safety.
So here we go. Morenci's got a man in motion. Sabeo gets a snap. He hands off to 9. 9's looking for a hole outside, and he can't find it this time. He maybe gets a gain of 3.
Gage Baker all over that.
Timeout, Round Valley.
And Round Valley's going to call a timeout. So whatever adjustment they made to that outside, it definitely worked because they had plenty of personnel out there this time. Who knows, Stephen? We might have been, prophetic?
Prophetic. There we go. I'd say we were. Just saying.
Haas is probably going to grab me in shortstop and tell me to shut up.
He'd do that anyways.
Well, probably. Well, no, he would.
Do you think he's going to have a conversation with the offensive line at halftime?
Oh, I guarantee it. They're going to break them up into little groups, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversating going on.
But that last drive, we protected the quarterback. We had a positive offensive play before that, so we might be settling things down.
Well, collectively, that's the ticket. They just got to settle down. A lot of this I'm going to attribute to first game jitters. I've said it several times so far in this first half. But really, that's what it is. These guys are trying to settle into new jobs. They're trying to figure out how to work together. And until you get live, you don't know where your problems are.
The coaches are doing the same thing. They're making those adjustments on the fly in this first game. They're having to see what works and what hasn't.
Yeah, and to do it with Morenci. I mean, Morenci's a good football team. This is Round Valley showing blitz. They back out of it. Here's pressure. Sabeo gets wrapped up, and he gets away.
Oh, he dropped the ball!
He dropped the ball, but recovered. It looks like he did get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's like the most fortunate bounce I mean, that ball bounced up like he was playing basketball right back to him.
So Round Valley's going to take their last time out. They want to save time on the clock to see if they can get another score in. Oh, what would a bad punt or a block be here?
That would be very nice right now. No, if we could take the lead going into half, as much as we've struggled offensively, that would be a huge, huge thing for us going in.
Yeah, well, if we do have anything working in our favor, it's time and altitude. So,
yeah,
that is part of the Round Valley home field advantage is elevation-wise. We're one of the highest schools in this part of the state.
We are higher than both Shiloh and Blue Ridge. See if we can set up a wall for Riker here.
So Ceballos back to punt. There's the snap. There's the kick.
Wildcats back to punt. It's going to be picked up.
Riker's going to get it at midfield. 40, 35, 30, 25, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Had a blocker right there that just turned his head the wrong way, and the guy got by him. But we didn't even notice. We didn't even try to block that. We were set and returned from the get-go on that one.
But excellent field position with 1:28 left, and
25-yard return there for Riker.
yeah, it looks. Did they just?
There was the Morenci kid kind of got in a couple of our guys' face. Our guys were backing away, making sure they didn't respond.
Yeah, and I think they just said go over and cool off for a minute.
Yeah, their coaches came out and pulled the guy off.
I was wondering what was going on over there. So Jordan's rolling out to pass. He's looking. He's got time. He loses the time. Stays. What am I trying to say? He's going to lose 5 yards as the pocket collapsed. He had time but didn't have an open receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's what you call a coverage sack right there. They had time. He had 3-4 seconds, but nobody was open.
Jordan with an empty backfield, too near, too far.
Oh.
There's the snap. He's looking. He's got a little pressure. He's rolling out. He's looking.
Oh, what a catch! Oh, they're going to call.
They're going to say he pushed off. Riker with the offensive pass interference.
I'm going to hold off on the touchdown then.
Yeah, it looks like the back judge is saying that there's a little bit of a push.
Pass interference, number 3, Round Valley.
Yeah, he fell down. He didn't push him. He actually was a yard away from him when it happened from the replay. That is quite unfortunate.
Pass interference, number 3, Round Valley. It's a 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Oh, yep. He fell down, and he fell so violently he thought he was pushed. He tripped.
Oh, wow.
He tripped trying to cover Riker.
That's what it looked like from the replay. They might have tangled feet, but it wasn't a hands situation.
That's a legal procedure, 2-minute motion. Number 2 is moving. Ziegler went in motion. So
Round Valley.
they both had to reset, and they didn't.
So that'll back him up another 5. So Round Valley and
Going in the wrong direction.
Round Valley will be 2nd and
35?
35. Yeah, 35.
Mini cheerleaders, be ready.
That's all right. We'll get it back right here with an empty backfield.
More room for stats,
Brett Jordan.
He's looking for a man. He's scrambling. He goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line and brought down out of bounds.
That was borderline. The guy did kind of back off and probably saved a penalty. He kind of eased up as he was going down.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that.
It's already 4 yards out when he decided to let off, but
Yeah.
okay.
He let off when they got to the bleachers. It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Round Valley at the 45. They got about 30 yards to go for a first down.
$33 seconds left in the half. Brett Jordan from the shotgun.
Jordan is,
Just
and he's hit and buried at Round Valley's own 46.
And we're going to catch the holding penalty on that one. Unfortunately, Morenci getting pressure rushing 3.
think they will decline this.
And the defensive end on the left didn't even rush.
Wow.
Really pressuring
Holding
the 2.
66 Round Valley.
They took it.
Down
I would have
ball hot.
declined it, but who am I to say? If I'm Round Valley, I think I would just let the clock run out here.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're opting to do.
As I say, they can't advance it to 4th. There we go. They're fixing it. They can't take the penalty and advance it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's halftime. Not the half we were hoping for, but not.
6 points.
First game jitters. I think that's a topic of conversation. The coaches are going to have to get these guys in the locker. Whoa, what was that?
Someone hit our microphone down there.
Oh,
There's a little kid. He's staring at it again, thinking about doing it.
yeah. So, yeah, first game jitters. These coaches are just going to have to get these guys in the locker room, get them settled down, and have a conversation. I don't know how else to say it.
But we looked much better there in the second quarter, second half, second quarter offensively.
We did, but we got some work to do.
Yep.
But we know that going into the season. We know that. So it looks like the cheerleaders are bringing out the mini cheer. Is that what we've got going on?
That is what we got going on. We'll go ahead and
Yeah,
cut
take that
back to
camera
the
off
field.
of me.
Well, I thought we were going to get into deep discussion and analysis, and then they brought on mini cheer.
Well, Stephen, mini cheer will give you a chance to get your stat report together.
Well, stats are done for the half. I can do that right now.
Well, hit us.
We're averaging 12 yards rushing, got 9 tackles and 32 assisted tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss, 40 yards in penalties for us and 45 for Morenci. See if we,
Yeah, that's an ugly number. We need to.
yeah, we got to pick it up. Let's see if I get our total yards here.
Mini cheer getting all set up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see the mini cheerleaders do their thing?
I am.
Yeah, we're ready.
I think you're good on the atmosphere, Mike.
We are going to have to talk a little bit.
Yeah, I know. That's copyright law.
We go
in the
through
US
this every
these
year.
days. I know.
Anything on the chat?
So we got a total of 238 yards offense.
Encouragement
Well,
for the
no, we
Elks
don't.
to stay tough.
That's including returns.
What was
Or,
that?
that's-
What was that again?
Let me correct that. I got to redo my total here.
I was about to say 232 seems high,
Yeah.
so
that-
return yards would have been the deciding factor.
well,
okay.
that includes our punt yards. I got
Yeah.
some things here that are doing different things. So
Oh, they're cute as a button.
Coach Wilson taking over the cheer duties this year. I call her Coach Wilson. There's a rumor going around she was an ASU cheerleader. Is that right?
I don't know. I know her husband Chris went to ASU. I know that.
Somebody told me he was a mascot and she was a cheerleader.
I know he was the mascot.
He
I do
was
know
Sparky?
That. He was Sparky.
He was Sparky?
Yes.
Well, go Cats.
What was that? What
Go-
was that?
Go Cats. Sorry, I'm not just a fan. I'm
Kittens.
an alumnus.
Kittens.
Fork
Kittens.
you. I'm an alumnus.
You know, I work with
Bear
several
down.
of those.
That's all I got to say. Bear down.
I do bear down, but this is a family show, so that's as far as I'll go.
Okay, you know what? Let's give the Elks a break. What do you guys think of the Pac-10 just collapsing and everybody wanting to go to the Big 12?
I think with the situation as it was developing, I think it's going to be fun to watch here in a few years. Honestly, I was Pac-10, Pac-12 fan, but I think this Big 12 is going to be a fun league to play in.
So what is John Allen going to think about the Nebraska ASU matchup, if there ever is one?
But Nebraska's in the Big 10. They're not in the Big 12 anymore. They haven't been in the Big 12 for years.
Well, see, that shows. Well, I'm not a Nebraska fan, so I thought they were in the Big 12.
Yeah, they left about 10 years ago to the Big 10.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm almost thinking that might be the ref's mic that keeps popping.
Oh, you know what? It probably is. Let's turn it down and see. I bet it is. I'm going to shut it down. We don't need it until they get back on the field anyway. And then I guess the SEC is just going to be one big mega conference.
Well, the SEC, they're not even really looking to expand right now. They like where they're at. They've got Oklahoma and Texas that jumped in. They're going to be fun to watch, too, adding those two storied programs.
I mean, it's all TV money, essentially, is what's dictating all of
Yes,
this.
very much so. And very bad management from the top of the Pac-12 the last 10 years. Horrible management. Mini cheer, they tore it up out there. Got to give them their props. That was fun to watch.
Oh, man, I remember when my daughters were out there.
Oh, don't cry on us.
Hey, I took my youngest last weekend, moved her into her dorm room, sat down with her and her coach, and we were conversating. She is so excited to be in Hobbs, playing ball, representing.
All right, is this the
Dance
cheer squad?
team.
Dance team. Dance team. Obviously the dance team.
Then after them and the cheer will be out.
Oh my goodness. It's neat that we have the dance team and the cheer squad now.
All we need is a marching band.
I don't know if we quite have the numbers to fill that.
No.
We used a very small marching band.
Somebody loves me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, where's the?
What?
No.
What?
The prettiest girl in the dome just brought me something to drink. I tried to score points or what, you know.
When you can?
Yeah,
Oh, I guess I can't fault you for that.
you know.
I want to, but I can't.
You know, hopefully it gets back to her that I said that on our national broadcast here. That
There you go.
my daughter at NAU, hopefully she's texts her and says, "Hey, Mom, Dad said you're the prettiest girl in the dome."
Oh, now we got the cheerleaders coming out to do their routine.
Hey, here's my concoction: Diet Pepsi and Diet Mountain Dew mix.
Two gross things. Will it turn out good?
Gross things. What's gross about Diet Mountain Dew?
Everything about Diet Mountain Dew. The fact that it's diet.
It's better than the real thing. Zero sugar Mountain Dew.
I knew me and you weren't going to get along this season.
All right, Flapple launcher.
Man, oh man, oh man.
No, I'm a full-leaded kind of guy.
Well, that made me nervous.
So, if I'm being honest, kind of worried about our offensive line not getting the job done. But if you're going to look at a team, the offensive line is typically what takes the longest to get it figured out.
Yeah.
Well, the offensive line is young.
Especially it's a new group.
Well, you've got
Ladies and gentlemen, the round of cheers.
you've got a new hand at center.
Thank you, ladies.
Normally you would expect to see a Noah Dana there. You got Nell Rubicaba. I'm not saying that that's where the issue is, but you've got a new group of guys together who haven't worked together very much. They haven't worked together in a live situation at all. And being a foreman lineman, I can tell you, it takes time to get the cohesion and the communication down as a unit, because the offensive line are 5 guys who have to be one. They have to work as one.
And they've had.
Like to recognize local law enforcement, the importance they are to keep our community and our kids safe. Especially recently, we're very thankful and applaud you. Want to recognize you in front of this crowd tonight. Guys, come on out.
As Principal Jeff Cochran is recognizing local law enforcement, we had a situation the first week of school and the second week.
They bled into the second week.
Chief Dason in the Round Valley and Round Valley Police Force and the Apache County Sheriff's deputies, who all assisted in the investigation that led to that issue's conclusion. Won't go into details, it's plenty of press.
We'll just say it's a relief.
They're just here for lunch. Hi!
Hi. So getting back to discussing the line, the offensive line, they're 5 individuals, but they got to work together. They have to learn how to communicate. They have to learn how to read the defense, understand where the ball's going, and then understand how to audible their blocking assignments. That's how Coach Haas designs his blocking schemes, and these guys need to learn how to put those to good use and how to make the best of those audibles in order to make everything work together.
Yeah. And they've got, so Derek Gillum, he's been our center the last 2 years, and Noah, they've worked, but Gillum primarily is the center, but they've moved him out to guard or tackle and put Nell at center, doing a good job there, so. But that third, we have 2 new guys that are first-time varsity starters there completely, and Nell actually is a first-time varsity starter as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so there's going to be some adjustments. But we expect that.
Yeah.
This is the first game. I mean, no scrimmage. This is the first time these guys have been on the field in uniform, playing in front of a crowd. You've got the emotions of that. Mm-hmm. You've got the emotions of being a first-time starter. You have the emotion of being nervous about being in a new position. You have, just first game jitters. You pile all of that on, and these guys are just so amped up, so afraid to make a mistake, so afraid of losing their job that they're almost locking themselves up.
And we really haven't done bad. We haven't broke anything big. We've had a couple of coverage sacks, but once or twice they got through and put immediate pressure on him. But we started to take care of that late in the second quarter. We were able to move the ball. Penalties pushed us back, not anything they did. And so I saw a lot of develop. And Nell, his primary job is to get the ball to the quarterback, and we haven't had one bad snap.
No, really not. We had that. Well, he doesn't snap on the punts.
No,
we had that little dribbler back to Riker on that one punt, but that was
Johnny Madrid's our deep snapper, and he's done that for a couple years. That was the first bad snap I've seen him give in a long time.
Yeah. So I think a lot of this is just, preseason jitters. We're going to work through it. We always do. The coaches will find the adjustments. I'm supremely confident in that.
Yes.
I mean, this is a good group of coaches. They know what they're doing. They've been working with these kids all summer. They know how to get the best out of them. And, I don't think as we exit the Lesueur Advanced Automotive halftime analysis, I think we're in for an exciting second half.
Yeah.
As West goes blowing by. Hi, West. Bye, West.
Honestly, I think this might guess what happened. People expect Coach Haas to get loud and blustery. I think he probably went under the hey, these are the problems we had, but this is what we're going to do to fix it. Keep his cool. So, hey, what's going on? He's good at talking to those guys, saying, hey, ask them, what happened? Derek, what's going on? Noah, what's going on?
Yep.
And getting that feedback and good at making adjustments to fix those spots.
Well, and these are a smart group of kids. They know how to settle their minds down and come together. They've done it. They did it all through NAFL. They did it in junior high. They'll do it here. The only difference is, the crowd's a little bigger, the noise is a little louder, a little more press on them. So they're feeling that. But I just look for them to settle down and have a great second half. As we go into the Sierra Propane third quarter here in about 35 seconds, I'm looking for these guys to come out and be in almost a completely different football team.
Yeah. I think they'll put 3 minutes on the clock here shortly for the second half warm-up time.
I think they need to relax a little bit and just concentrate on their jobs. And if they do that, they should be absolutely fine. I know that sounds a little cliche, but that's really all that needs to happen. All the pieces are there. They just settle down. Settle down, play ball. Remember, this is a game. Have fun.
Yep.
If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, let's settle down. Let's have more plays like this, brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We're going to have one more look at that beautiful touchdown. And I rewound too far. It's the play before. I went through it 3 times to make sure I didn't do that, and then I did it again. Well,
just let it run.
We'll hang out.
Just let it run, because
it's the next
We've
play.
got 2.5 minutes left, so we're good. We're good.
I've noticed the line does a lot better coming off the ball when they're trying to run that sort of bootleg out, fake the run. Mm-hmm. They get off the ball. They're really struggling when it's a pure drop back. Oh, what a dime.
In stride. Stride.
Nice job stepping up in the pocket, got his feet set, and just lofted the ball. Beautiful touch on that pass.
Yeah, let's keep in mind, Brett Jordan's coming into this. This is his first start of the season for this team.
First start in his career.
Well,
at quarterback.
Yes. And so you got a little bit of that. I will say this about the offensive line play, and you're absolutely right. When they're in more of a zone scheme, they all move together and they collapse the defense in on itself really well. We get into trouble when we go man up, because they're turning our guys out in opening lanes for the backers to penetrate, and I think that's where we're getting hurt. Is those guys are going out and they need to be looking in, and I'm sure Coach Haas probably, I'm going to say undoubtedly, went in there and said, look, guys, you've got to protect that inside lane. You cannot pursue outside and let those middle linebackers come up the middle.
Yeah.
You're giving them a lane, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, and one adjustment, when you're going into that straight drop back, I know when I played, it was focus on the down men first, give the guy who's, nose up with him help, but be looking for the backer.
Yeah.
And we're looking for the backer. We're not offering help first thing.
That's right.
And we're getting beat. So, adjustments, learning, growing, coming together.
Yeah, you know, when you've got that guy lining up on your outside eye and there's nobody inside, the natural tendency is to go out there and get him. And what you're not thinking is, okay, if the guard takes off and goes outside, the center's there with a big open field on either side, and he has to pick because there's two coming, and he can't get them both.
Would you do something funny here to kick off? Would you do a little squib?
I was going to say, I like that squib right around the 30.
Yeah,
No,
but I don't
Riker's
think they're
kicking
going to
this
chance
one.
that. They're going to go deep. I think they're going to want to pin Morenci deep and let their defense hold them at their end of the field.
Nope. That's
no,
what I was
onside.
thinking. That's what I was thinking right there. Dang, almost worked. Almost worked. Ball went a little bit too far. A little bit too hard there.
Well, that's an exciting way to start the Sierra Propane third quarter.
So
I almost didn't get switched off fast enough because I was casually waiting for them to get ready to kick it.
So Round Valley
I
with the
caught it.
onside kick, hoping to get that ball back. So Morenci's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
And they were about 2 yards away from getting that.
That will work in about 2 more games.
Nothing else gives teams something they have to work on in practice that we're playing.
Oh, pass broken up.
You got a hand on it.
Immediate
Nice.
difference I saw right there was we brought about 3 guys up the middle there. We're going to put a lot of pressure on players coming up.
Gage Baker with a blitz put a hit on Sabio almost as soon as he's set to throw, and then
That is the second time 11 has been sent off the field for something.
It's that pad. It can't be up here. It has to be down. It's that,
I don't understand why that can't be up on the upper part of the arm.
but that they signaled
guess
that both times.
I guess I'm going to have to check the rule book because I used to wear a pad up there all the time.
It's the play call thing. It's the
Oh, and he's buried at the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. So Round Valley's
66,
defense,
and
I don't know what Alba told these guys, but wow, Coach Alba, congratulations. You woke them up tonight.
we're bringing more pressure. We're bringing more guys that we're saying you got to stop. No.
Well, if we
You-
don't give
you-
him
you gotta
time to
sta-
throw, we don't need to be in pass coverage.
Yeah, you got to stop 8 with 6. You know, figure it out.
Well, they've been doing that to us all night, so it's
Mm-hmm.
about time we started flipping the table on them. But what's interesting is we're doing it from a 3-5.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we're showing a 4-3 now.
Well, the guy on the outside is the linebacker. He's walking up.
Oh, and Riker catches him at the 45 and brings him down. But they tried to go back to that outside run, but this time he was strung out. He could not turn the corner. So it's now 4th and 8.
All right, let's give the candy bar away again.
Oh, Round Valley Fair's this weekend. Do you guys know that? It just snuck up on me.
Apache County Fair.
I thought that it was September. This is early this year.
It's always the week before Labor Day.
I thought it was in September usually.
Maybe. You might be right. I'm not a fair goer.
Yeah,
To go to the fair, I have to go to that town north of here, and I have a hard time with that.
So Sabello's back to punt. There's a short little kick.
They're saying Riker's not going to run it back on us. That's what that was
So
right
it's going to
there.
go out of bounds at the 20. So either way, Round Valley's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Understand how text messaging works.
What's Wes getting chippy about?
I have no idea. Somebody's not texting.
Some contest, and
No. I think someone's calling him instead of texting him.
yeah. Gotta follow his rules if you want to win.
Take it easy, boss. Take it easy.
See what the offensive adjustments are. We've seen the defense. See what we do offensively.
Round Valley taking a lot of time. They're going to let that game clock wind down a little bit. Jordan takes a snap, hands off immediately to looks like Kyle Clark. He's going to gain about 2 or 3. Kyle Clark runs like he is 6 feet tall and 200 pounds.
We've got somebody from
If only he was.
If only he was.
somebody that made a 700-mile drive. We've got somebody that that's here from Vietnam tonight, joining us with a football game.
Wow. All right. Jordan back in shotgun to the far side, single on the near side. There's a handoff to Baker. Baker's plowing and
No,
pushing.
that's Clark.
That is Clark. See, that 2 and the 5. Need to get my prescription checked. I need to go see Doc Hawes about that.
I'm seeing an adjustment. I think they're
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
going to spend as much time with Clark. He showed mid-season last year that you pound him a few times,
really
he will
impressive
pop.
runs. Yes.
He'll pop one, you know.
So have you guys noticed any difference in the offensive line in how they're picking up this 4-man front now?
Well, we're letting them get off the ball for one thing and help him build some confidence, I feel like.
So that is Baker this time out to the 35-yard line. Well, they're reading. They're not just putting their head down and launching into somebody. They're actually reading the defense and now blocking the scheme instead of just hitting people.
Well, what I've seen, we've ran 3 plays inside the tackles. We haven't tried to get outside. We're going in that 5-yard gap, you know.
Yeah, we're attacking those 2 linebackers.
Yeah.
And that's it.
See, look, there's another one. That one came a little bit wider. We hesitated.
Let's see, that was the outside linebacker on the far side, was it not?
Yeah.
No, that was the downed.
Yeah, it was on this side, the guy from this
Yes.
side.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Let's see, we're 5 lines up. Okay, so he was the defensive tackle on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they rotate? Do they flip? No.
Yeah,
No.
53 was up top that play.
Was he?
Yep.
Okay.
5 was down low.
So they rotate.
They do.
There we go.
Clark again, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, or back to the original line of scrimmage, and then gain 1.
Yeah.
So Round Valley just pounding at Morenci. And this might be a good strategy. Slow them down, beat them up a little bit, try to air them out, make them tired.
Mm-hmm. Well, pound, pound, pound. Now play action is more effective. You know.
Make sure you tell Eric happy birthday.
Today's Eric Hamlin's birthday. What is he? He's about, 106 now?
Well, you know, every game he gets another year.
I should say Coach Eric Hamlin.
All I know is he's older than me. That makes him older than dust. So.
So Round Valley's going to take a timeout. They want to think about this
Timeout.
third down play a little
Round
bit.
Valley.
Timeout, Round Valley. Get those pom-poms out, and then we need them.
Coach Baca wanting to discuss this with his offense. Give everybody a chance to get a little water, settle them down a little bit. 7:01 left in the Sierra Propane third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Morenci, Round Valley both tied at 6. Round Valley's got about 9 yards to gain for the first down. They've got to get across the 45-yard line.
A quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Pioneer Title Agency, been a sponsor of the Let's Go Elks broadcast for a long time. They have an approach that is professional, not stuffy. They love Arizona and work very hard to strengthen our communities. I've used them all the time. I've always been happy with the professional service I have received. If you guys are in the need of some title work or some notary work, go down and see our friends at Pioneer Title Agency.
Yeah. Carly and Maisie.
Let's go Round Valley.
Carly and Maisie getting it done at Pioneer Title.
All right, we got a little junior broadcast team down there.
Yeah, I'm going to.
There he is.
Oh!
Pass intended for number 18, incomplete.
Number 18, Trace Whiting, buried just as the ball got there.
As we set up for punt, I may watch that one again, just to feel my heart break. Oh, and the camera didn't catch it. All right, well, we tried.
Well, we got first game jitters. We got first game jitters all the way around today. Riker's back to punt. He gets the punt off. It's a line drive. And Morenci's going to let it bounce about the 19-yard line. I would say closer to the 18 is where he's going to spot it.
Too many birthdays going on. Too many birthdays. Guys, on the count of 3.
So Morenci's going to start deep inside their own 20.
79th birthday to Dean Walker. All right,
Let's see what these guys, let's see what Morenci comes out with. They're starting to play like they're a little banged up.
Not as much pep in the old step, huh?
Yeah, I think the game is now starting to take its toll on them. And, you know, in this part of the season, conditioning is a factor.
Well, someone go tell them about altitude hyperbaric chamber here in Round Valley. Stop by, do some healing before you head home, fellas.
Just update on some other games. Sholo's up 14-0, 3 minutes till half. That was a little while ago. My
Who
daughter
are they playing
just.
tonight?
They are playing. Let me think. They're playing in the Dome. They're up in Flagstaff playing their game tonight.
So Morenci attacking to the 20, running inside. Not much of a gain, maybe a yard and a half.
No, they moved it again, so I don't think they've decided.
They gave him an even 2. Well, the yard marker's on the 21. The ball is on this side of the 20, so I'm not sure. Well, yeah, okay.
It's a suggestion more than a rule.
We'll go with the ball. Here's the snap. Sabeo hands it off to 7. 7's heading for the sideline. He's got a block, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 33. So
we've got an Elk down on the sideline. I can't see a number. That is no bueno.
And he's holding his knee, trying to get his brace off.
I think he's cramping up.
Yeah, that's kind of a cramp.
Is that a brace issue?
Yeah.
What is going on there?
Just how he is reacting, it kind of looked like he's like, get this brace off. Cramps. I'm hoping that's all we're dealing with.
I used to hate it, when they made us wear knee braces when that became a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the cramps I would get in my calves from those things.
Just not quite enough blood flow.
Oh, it was horrible.
I remember all you linemen had those knee braces.
Well, and the sad part was, I've got larger than normal thighs, right? And so if I wore it loose, then the thing would slide down. If I made it too tight, then I would cramp up. So it's like I couldn't win for losing. But I don't know that. It seems like an awful lot of attention for a cramp. I'm wondering if maybe that brace didn't. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, probably not. We don't want to speculate what's at this point.
We don't know. Yeah.
Any information on the number? Anybody see the number?
No, I couldn't see.
I have a suspicion who it is, but I'm not going to say until I'm sure.
Yeah, I do too.
Just based on who I'm not seeing in the huddle over here.
All right, he's up and on his feet.
Yeah, he's good. He's walking off, not even a limp. Well, a little bit of a limp. That's Gage Baker.
Yep, must have been a cramp.
Baker on his feet and walking off.
Yeah, they loosened up the knee brace he's got on.
Yep.
They loosened up that bottom part, so yeah, he probably just needs to get a little electrolytes in him, a little water, and get that cramp to loosen up a little bit.
Care of our players, big appreciation for them.
Well, let's hope he can cowboy up like our sponsor down there in Midtown Springerville.
I am so glad that stuck. Midtown Round Valley.
I fought it for too long.
There's a little play off the tackle, and he's going to gain about 7 yards on the carry. Number 7 for Morenci.
23 and 4 on the tackle.
And forgive us, we'll start giving you names when we get a little more familiar with the roster.
That's Staten Wilson and Brett Jordan.
You'd think we'd remember 23.
Yeah.
I'm just in stat entry mode, so I'm on a number basis.
Speyo back in shotgun. He hands off to 7 up the middle, and he's met for about a 1 yard gain.
Close. Well,
Yeah.
on this side, on that
No,
side.
it's a first down. He
Is
got
it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, he gained it by a yard.
Robbie Sherwood, I can't agree more with the comment below yours. My bad. We need a touchdown. That we do.
Yes, we do.
Robbie Sherwood with the, hey, dudes.
Mr. Sherwood, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining tonight. Speyo's back in shotgun. Round Valley. Oh, Round Valley almost picked him up on the blitz, but that boy is quick as he gets across the 50 down to about the, 46? Yeah, they're going to mark it just short of the first down. And now they want to measure. They're stopping the clock. Normally, you don't see the head linesman call for a measurement that much. That's usually reserved for the referee, but okay, we'll go with it.
All right. What's the over-under on this being a first down?
He's short by 6 inches.
I'm going to
I
say
would
he
say
got it by
3.
a nose. The distance between the white line and the nose is where the stick's going to fall. Nope.
Short about 3. Hey.
It is just short.
Just short. So Round Valley with the opportunity for a big stop here. See if maybe we can force a retreat a little bit here.
So who did we get on the field to replace Baker?
I spent a couple of years. Well, I guess somebody from Round Valley can answer too. That's fine.
Was that Clark? Did we get Clark, or has he been
No.
on all night? He's been on all night.
6. I see a number 6 out there. That is, or 8, maybe Lane Hill.
No, Lane's been out there. Lane's
Lane's
been out there. Yeah.
And off to 7. He's going to come around left side.
Oh,
Nice
and
job by.
He's barely going to get the first down, but valiant effort from the Elks. Made him earn it.
Number 4 with the big shoestring tackle.
Staten Wilson made a great stop there.
Yeah, Staten Wilson becoming a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a sleeper here. This young man showing some promise.
Yeah, we're enjoying the benefits of that speed out there at that corner position so far.
First down. Hands off.
Finds a hole in the middle, and he gets piled up, but he'll gain 3 or 4 in the process.
Second down. 65.
Oh, we got him kind of tangled up there. There we go. Get him unlocked. Is Noah Dana, looked like his face mask got locked up with somebody's shoulder pad.
That'll happen.
So 2nd and 6 for Morenci inside the Round Valley, 41-yard line? Or at the Round Valley 41-yard line. Morenci showing that they are last year's state champions. Number 7 finding a hole, and he's gone. Oh,
Brett
Jordan.
Saved the touchdown.
Oh, wow. If he gets by Jordan, that's 6 points. Brett Jordan with a shoestring tackle to save the touchdown.
Nice little trap there.
Will take him down to the 19. Yeah, so now Morenci attacking the middle a little bit and showing some discipline, letting that offensive line get that play to develop before they hit it.
When he's hitting the hole, he is hitting it hard and fast.
Round Valley bringing some pressure, and not this
job.
time for a loss of about 2 by Jordan. Jordan coming in on a safety blitz will back him up a yard to the 20.
Sholo's playing Push Ridge. They're up 21-0 going into half.
Oh, we got an explanation. My baby girl giving me a shout out. Oh, that's nice. All right.
And off to number
7 is under. He doesn't get very much, maybe 1 yard on the carry. Sorry, I was getting so wrapped up in the comments, I forgot about the football game. I know that, there's a game going on.
Glad to have you back, Dan.
Yeah.
It is very sweet. She even used a little heart emoji.
Yeah.
Who is that out? Is that Ziegler out on the outside made that tackle? I think so.
Is that a 12 or an 8? I can't.
It's 12.
I'm gonna start bringing my binoculars. My eyes are just not what they used to be. That is Ziegler out there. What is that? Is that like a pistol? What kind of formation is that? 7 getting wrapped up again. He might have gained a yard, but Round Valley's now starting to get wise to that little. I don't even know what to call that.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's an outside power kind of thing.
It's kind of a wing, but not a wing.
I was about to say, it's reminiscent of a wing.
I call it a crowded wing.
There you go.
It's kind of like that old Alchese offense.
A little bit,
Yeah,
but
they
out
really
of shotgun.
are.
Out of shotgun.
Kind of jumbling up the backfield.
But the backs they look like they're in kind of a modified pistol, sort of.
Yeah.
You got 2 on one side and 1 up on the other. Anyway.
All right,
Wow,
not going
that
to get
was
the play off.
That was a quick quarter.
Yeah, so it's like 4th and 9 for Morenci, 4th and 8.
Big play here for the Elks.
Yeah, Round Valley's defense has the opportunity for a huge stop. I'm sure Morenci is going to try to put something together, try to punch the ball in right now because they've got 12 minutes to put the victory away. Round Valley's going to do everything and anything they can to prevent that from happening. Who's that laying on the ground? Is that Ziegler?
No, I bet that is
Bet
Riker.
that's-
I bet that is Riker.
Oh, that's Ziegler.
No, Ziegler's walking over here.
Is he?
Yeah. Ziegler's talking to Alba right now.
And
walking.
we got another cramp. That's what it looks like. We're stretching calves.
Are we not hydrating before the game?
Well, I mean, Gage must be feeling better. He's dancing.
That's Riker down there.
Is that Riker again?
No, it's not Riker because Riker's over here.
That's Ziegler.
Hey, you're right. I was wrong.
I can tell by the hair.
Yeah, he's just stretching out. He's
Yeah,
getting ready to go.
He's getting tight. Yeah, gonna need the helmet. Go ahead and put that on. Yeah.
I got to give that guy props. He is the epitome of what you want in a teammate. He leads by example. He reaches out and is helpful to the younger guys and has all through high school. I just have so much respect for that young man.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Keeping it jumbled up on 4th and long.
I mean, look at that.
Play action. Three verticals.
Oh,
he got a hand on it, but he still reeled it in. That's going to be a touchdown for Morenci.
so Round Valley's secondary caught kind of flat-footed. They did not expect the flood of receivers to come out of the backfield like that.
It was the tight end.
Yep. That
Corner followed the, didn't keep outside. Followed the, I guess, slot. He's kind of really the outside receiver there.
when you run those
It's
three,
hard to tell with this. It's where they're at.
when you run those 3 verticals, it makes the safety has to decide, make a decision, puts pressure on that. Here we go. We got a hold. This is coming back.
And it's intercepted.
Intercepted, so.
And a flag.
Yeah, so there'll be a hold on the.
Hold Number 7, Round Valley.
Who was it that caught that?
Hold number 7. So that's on us. They'll get to.
Another try.
Hold number 7, Morenci. My bad.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
That's never. As I say, I don't want to go half the distance. Give him another shot, please.
Finch turned around like me. He was confused.
Is that Clark that made that cat?
Yeah, they'll decline
Hold
so we
7,
can.
Morenci. Penalty is declined.
Thank
Point
you.
is no good.
There we go. So 53 from Morenci back to kick. There's a line drive deep, and it's in the end zone, so that'll come out to the 20. Kyle Clark catching it in the end zone.
He wanted to bring it out. I guess they don't let you, huh?
Not in Arizona. Now, Texas, you can.
Well, you can do whatever you want in
Really?
Texas.
Yeah, Texas plays by NC2A rules, not.
They don't follow NFHS?
No, they don't do Federation.
Texas has got to be different. You know?
It's a different band. When I was in eastern New Mexico, we'd ref across the state line, and there were times when we'd get the rules mixed up, and those boys over there know what they're doing.
That interception is a big play because if we score, we can take the lead with the.
Oh, Round Valley
There we
finds a
go.
hole.
Riker.
And Riker's going to get out across to the 31-yard line for the first down, so
They
11 yards on that carry.
Riker in at quarterback, making a change. Going to use his speed and athleticism in the running game. Jordan's out spread here in the slot.
Handoff up the middle. Clark with it. He's driving.
And he's going to pick up about 5 or 6. Clark on the carry. Second and what? Second and 5? Yeah, second and 5.
Round Valley on their way to St. John's next week, if I'm not mistaken.
53 asking for a sub.
So are we going to St. John's?
Yeah.
We are.
On Thursday night.
So we'll be there with Legacy next week? Or, I mean, Legacy will be on that side. We'll be on our side.
I imagine so. I don't know. I haven't asked any questions. Maybe I should.
Marble back in shotgun. He's going to keep it.
Oh.
He's rolling out to the sideline. There's a
we're
flag
not
and
gonna
a
get away
hold.
with that hold.
Nope. Usually when they turn a corner like that, you know it's going to be a hold.
Holding number 5-4, Round Valley.
Haas hurt himself on the ref's mic and checked it. Oh.
See, what do we?
So that brings second and 15.
Why do we have 2 footballs on the field? It wasn't a change of possession. Why did they bring in the Morenci football? So we got Jordan split out wide on the far side. Kind of a bunch receiver set on the near side. as Riker gets set up in shotgun.
One man in the backfield.
A big gap between the guard and the center. He's going to air it out to Jordan, but way overthrown.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, misread there. He is expecting to go that flag route.
Yeah, and Jordan broke like almost to a flat,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it look way worse. But he threw it before he made his break, and so he was expecting something else.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing how a penalty can just kill your momentum.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 15.
It's now with an empty backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. There's the snap. Riker's looking. He's flushed out of the pocket. He throws it, and the intended receiver was Ziegler, but I think he just saved the down is all he was doing there.
That's what it looked like to me. Is he was just, hey, nobody open.
Just got an update. Blue Ridge 38, St. John's 0.
Oh, that's too bad.
Lots of pressure off the edge.
So now Riker's back to punt.
Off the bounce.
Nice punt.
No catch on it.
Takes a Round Valley roll down to the 21. So Morenci's going to start at their own 21. Let's see if Round Valley's defense can stop them.
53-yard punt there by Riker.
You know, that's the second snap we've seen that's had to roll in. I'm almost wondering if he's not too deep.
Oh, he came in way too. That was way short, though. I don't think he's lining up where they normally line up. So.
Pima up over Safford 27-13.
So now Round Valley's defense getting set up. Let's see if they bring more pressure like they did in that last series.
See if we can create a turnover here and create field position for us.
Well, in that wing offense or whatever that is that they're running, I mean, you almost have to punch the ball out and create your own fumble. You're not going to get a turnover otherwise. Timeout, Morenci.
Timeout, Morenci.
Something in that formation they didn't like. That'll give Coach Alba a chance to get his defense set up.
Let's give away a candy bar. Name.
Yeah, let's give away a candy bar. Oh, wait, we don't give away candy bars, do we?
I think we should to ourselves.
Well, there's a thought.
I don't know why I say that. I can't eat it anyways, but.
So the entire Morenci team in for the timeout discussion. I noticed the linesman on that side was trying to shoo him off the field, but realized it was the whole team. He gave up. He thought it was a few stray players.
Well, it can be.
If they all come out, they have to stay outside the numbers, right?
Yeah, they
Mr.
can't
Moose?
come in any further than the numbers.
First down, 10:24 left in the ball game. Morenci hands off to 7 left side.
Oh, he's met.
Number 42,
Who is that? That's
Cochran.
Cochran, yep. Cochran with the initial attack on that play. Gain of 4. So
maybe give him
Morenci's going to be
5.
2nd and 6.
Maybe 4. I don't know. They keep moving it. I'm going to quit trying to predict it.
I'm going to say 5 because we were one inside, so 5. So Morenci's really pressing. I'm impressed with this Morenci offense. I really am.
Second down, Morenci hands off right
Running outside, he's attacked again. Gage Baker with the stop, but still a 3-yard gain, and that's what they're just eating up the yardage. They're just 3-5 at a time.
And watching that clock wind down.
Yep.
9:54 currently winding down in this Molly Butler Lodge, fourth quarter for the Elks.
Seems like there's a coach that preached that 3 yards in a cloud of dust mentality there, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but you know.
Well, that philosophy is embraced by a lot of coaches, but I think I'm smelling what you're cooking.
Yeah.
Morenci hands off. He's 9, attacks the center, and it looks like he's going to get the first down by about 2 yards. It looked like he was going to run outside, but that hole wasn't there, so he stopped, spun, and came back to the inside where he picked up 3 yards for the first down. So smart running by number 9 for Morenci. That is Donovan Vosa? Voza? I'm trying not to butcher these names. Morenci fans. Carry by number 7. He's going to plow up to about the 39-yard line. That carry is by Michael Casillas, senior for Morenci.
Somebody lost their cool.
Who lost their cool?
I don't know. He's fixing to tell us.
I think I know who, but we'll
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 5, Round Valley.
Well, that's a free first down. Not what we like to have happen.
That will take Morenci across to the Round Valley 46-yard line. 1st and 10 inside the Round Valley side of the field. Now we've got procedure, so we're going to back Morenci up 5. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 49. So Morenci 1st and 15 from their own 49-yard line. And we have yet to snap the ball.
Just in case you guys are hungry.
Oh.
So Morenci, 1st and 15 from the 49. He's going to hand off to Casillas. Casillas is going to break across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. So he's going to gain some of that territory back. So it's going to be 2nd and 8?
Number 18 on the tackle for Round Valley.
Yeah, we need to get the energy up on the Elks sidelines. It's seeing a lot of hands on hips and a lot of wandering and meandering around. And I don't know. I'm not liking the body language. I don't know why. Just got a bad feeling about it.
We need a stop right here.
Yeah, we need somebody to make a play. Number 1 with the carry.
There we go.
And there it is. Big Nell Rubacalva with a tackle there for a loss. So Morenci 2nd and 10 from their own, from the Round Valley 46-ish. Yeah, Nell just wrapped that kid up. Was it number 1? That was Roybal. Wrapped him up, and he had nowhere to go.
Was that? 56 is Nell? I thought he was 60. On here we have 69. That last year's. There we go. Another stop.
Another stop. Gage Baker. So Casillas and Baker looking like they're talking to each other a little bit. You can tell there's some spirited young men out there. So 32 checking in for now. That is Gavin Pettit.
About 150-pound difference in those two players.
Yes. So it looks like Sabea's back to kick for Morenci.
5.5 minutes left in the ballgame.
High kick. It's going to hit about inside the 18, roll out of bounds at the 15. So Round Valley's going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 15 with 5:24 left in the game. Round Valley with the opportunity to post up some points. Need to see an offensive spark, gentlemen. Need to see it here in the 4th quarter. Here in the Molly Butler Lodge 4th quarter. Fall means beautiful weather in Greer. Book your homecoming reservations now. Fruits of the Forest shrimp cocktail. Molly's special steak. I'm just going to throw that one in there.
Who wrote that? The Fruits of the Forest. That had to be Wes.
Wes did that.
You know, because the best thing at Molly Butler's for dessert is mud pie.
Well, if
mud
you're a
pie,
chocolate.
not Fruits of the Forest.
So Jordan's back to pass. He's scrambling. He's looking. He airs it out. He goes to Ziegler. Ziegler
drops the ball.
I mean, in his defense, he took a shot in the back once he got hands on it, but still, got to hang on to that one. Is that 2 drops tonight? I'm not saying for Brody in particular, but
Yep.
at least 2 drop passes.
Yep.
Well, and I'm sure these guys aren't, when they're in practice, you know, they're probably not going live and taking shots while they're catching the ball. So Jordan rolls
Play
out
action.
the pass, and it is batted down. Number 9 for Morenci batting that down. Voza.
You know, I like the approach we took coming out at half. And I know we're kind of behind the gun here. It's do or die, but going straight pass, I would have liked to have seen a couple solid runs to start building a little momentum first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I'm going to be devil's advocate here. You have to get some passing in there to get that defense to open up a little bit, so that opens up the ground game. If you can get your secondary to back up a little bit, anticipating the pass, then you can attack with the run, and it's beneficial.
Delay of game. That's going to hurt right here.
Delay of game, Round Valley.
So that'll be 3rd and 15 for Round Valley. That'll back them up to their own 10-yard line.
So unfortunately, I mean, they're all lined up and looking at the sidelines. So I don't know if they're waiting for a call.
Jordan's back. He's got to make sure he don't get in the end zone. And he fumbles.
Touchdown.
He should have been.
No.
He wasn't down.
No.
So with the fumble.
We'll watch it back here.
So with the fumble, Morenci's going to get the touchdown.
All right, he's still up. I don't know, because he went backwards. I think his hand hit first and the ball came out.
But the hand is not down.
Nope. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to try to kick this one.
Morenci lined up for a PAT. That's number 53, Austin Nelson to kick.
So Austin Nelson from Morenci back to kick. He gets it up.
No.
It's no good. So Morenci's up 18-6 over Round Valley with 5 minutes left to go in the 4th. And it looks like we might have a stinger out there. Ziegler's favoring that foot.
Yeah, I think he's still fighting the cramps. He was trying to get stretched out earlier, so.
Well, 5 minutes is a lifetime in a football game, so this is there's still opportunities here, but we've got to make fast work. We need a quick stop or a turnover and then come back. Of course, I would love to see either I would love to see either Riker or Kyle take one to the house on this kickoff. That would be nice.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings. I think the Round Valley coaches are.
We got a player lined up off sides already.
Clark and Marble team to receive. Picked up by Clark on the 5-yard line.
Clark's got a block. He's looking. He crosses the 20, gets to about the 23, 24-yard line.
I think the Round Valley coaches are looking for who's going to step up. Who's going to bring the juice? You're down by 2 scores, 5 minutes left. Who's going to take this opportunity to set themselves apart? That's what you're looking for.
I would agree with that.
This is where your leaders start to emerge on a team.
Look, kind of a wide split between the guard and the tackle on the near side. Jordan's looking, he's under pressure, and he's brought down. The pocket collapses. He's got nowhere to go. All kinds of coverage. There was just nothing there.
Loss of 8.
Yeah, off the jump, all the linebackers are backpedaling. They're not even thinking run.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, Marble from the shotgun.
There's a,
He's left hand and he throws it.
and it's picked off. He's picked off. He's got a block, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. So right now the momentum is all Morenci's way. Is Round Valley's just at this point? Would it be safe to say we almost have an implosion going on here?
Yeah, well, it looks like we're kind of losing hope, it seems like.
Well, when you're down 2 under
And
5
a
minutes, you've got to do some
sideline
desperate.
warning?
Sideline warning, Morenci.
Just a warning, though. Okay.
So, when you're under 5 minutes, down 2 scores, you've got to be a little bit desperate. You make some risky plays trying to make a big play.
Well, Round Valley's defense with the opportunity to make something big happen, try to get at least some of this momentum back. We're playing for pride at this point.
If we can get a turnover for
Number 5 coming in at quarterback, and he's digging. They're letting it go, and he fights for about 5 yards. Yeah, so he takes it down to the 10 as the clock continues to run. I thought maybe he was stopped in the backfield, but he kept momentum, so they kept it going. When you get a scrum like that, you hope the ball pops out at some point.
Yep.
Obviously, Sanchez was able to hang on to that ball. They have him listed as a tight end in defensive end. Sanchez with the quarterback keeper again. He crosses the 10-yard line. Kyle Clark brings him down inside the 10, so that's going to be, about the 7-yard line?
Third and about 2? 3.
I'm going to say 3 because they got to get inside the 5.
Yep. Any hope, we have to stop them in these next 2 plays.
And they're more than content to just be chewing up this clock.
Yeah. Yeah, they're watching, waiting for that back judge to start signaling.
That's going to take them for the first down inside the 5. So
that will pretty much do it at this point. They can they can kneel at this point. Well, we've got 2 timeouts, so we could stop it, so they will run it.
I'm going to be the devil's advocate and say I look for Morenci to punch it in.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. There's too much time on the clock and 2 timeouts, so they're going to punch it.
It's games and goodies at the Lodge until 11:30 tonight.
Hey, just making sure I kind of forgot already. You want me to get the mic and radio from the Wildcats?
So let's see here. Yep, touchdown Morenci. Morenci ran it to the outside and found a seam, exploited it.
Yeah, don't Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you. Yeah, if we're not going to do interviews, just head that way once the game's over. Once the thing, once it's done, then you can just get it. Do some
PAT try.
Number 9
No
with the
good.
ball wrapped up. Extra point, no good. With 1:43 left in the ball game, you're on Valley Elks 6. Morenci Wildcats 24.
Well, I knew this was going to be a tough test for the Round Valley Elks. And Morenci proven that they are a solid team.
Well, I'm going to tell you, with 1:43 left in the game, I think the story of this game is Round Valley's got to find itself. They have to find themselves as a team. They need to find themselves in their positions. They need to settle in. They need to understand what their job is and how to do it. You know, you can have all the practice in the world until you go live in a game. You just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, already you're looking at here in the fourth. We've been switching back and forth between quarterbacks. You know, we're trying to figure it out.
Well, we tried to establish a passing game, but we're having a hard time giving the quarterback enough time to pass. You know, and it doesn't matter if it was Marble or Jordan. We're just not. We can't establish. You know, we tried to establish a run game, and that was marginal at best. I mean, I hate to sound like that, but it's the truth.
Marble with the ball at the 1-yard line. Looking for a hole.
Marble crosses the 20. He gets out to about the 24-yard line. But, I mean, they just have to find themselves. Right now, they just need to find themselves. We've got a young team. We got a lot of people playing in new positions, and they just got to find it.
I'll tell you one other thing that's had me slightly concerned is the entire fourth quarter, we've got a lot of players bent over at the waist in between plays. Conditioning has become a factor.
Morenci.
I do believe so.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, let's see, who have we not given love to? Backwood Tees. Oh my goodness, how did I forget about them? They've been serving the White Mountains since 2017. They do embroidery, screen printing services, custom apparel. They do hats, patches. Backwoodtees.com to see everything they've got. Check them out on Facebook. They've been a sponsor here for quite a while. We appreciate them. Beehive Homes of Eager, a sponsor that's close to our hearts here. That's where Wes's Aunt Gwen had a nice stay. Good home-cooked meals, friendly staff. They're going to treat you like family. Take good care of your loved ones. And looks like we're getting about done with the timeout.
Jordan's looking to air it out. He's going long and overthrown the intended receiver, Marble.
4 Wildcats and 1 Elk in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and we've got everything over here.
Yep.
But the thing was, there was a gap there.
Was there a gap?
Yeah. There were 4 guys around him, but he had had good yard around him.
Yeah, that entire
Open
secondary
space.
collapsed on Riker, leaving Luker just untouched and uncovered.
Passes up.
There it
There
is
he is.
again. Oh, can't come down with it.
Riker Marvin able to get a hand, but securely on it. Third down.
See, if we can get that connection to work, that is going to be awesome for
Yeah.
us.
Very much so. You know,
We
I'm
just
not-
need to work out the bugs in that.
I honestly am not real concerned because this is a strong team. We'll be okay come 3 weeks from now when we get
Oh yeah,
we get
absolutely.
things worked out, and so they'll make adjustments. They'll look at film.
Well, and here's the thing, right? You don't know it's broken until you see it in action, right?
Yeah.
And you're obviously going to learn more from your losses than you are your wins. So,
Trying to extend the play, miscommunication.
yeah, the dump off there to Trace Whiting and not coming through with it. So this will be 4th and 10 for Round Valley.
You know, some things that before the game changed. That touchdown pass got called back. We could have got
That really took the wind out of our
Yeah,
sails.
we could have. I saw at the end of that series, I was watching Rikers. He came off as they were headed into halftime, and he was upset. You know, you could tell that he was upset about that call.
But you gotta overcome that. You cannot let those emotions dictate the rest of your game.
You know, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, I was just saying he saw what we saw.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't a pass interference. That should have been a touchdown. We go up 13-14-6 going into halftime. Changes the whole complexion of the game going forward at that point.
Turnover on downs. Looks like the Wildcats will get it on their own, on our 30.
30-yard line. With 1 minute and 2 going in, I'd like to think they'll just kneel twice and call it a day. We'll see.
This is where you find out what kind of
Coach Richard Davis.
of coaches you've got.
That's the only coach I've got listed for the Wildcats. You
Oh,
said this is his first year?
I don't think we're going to see anything.
He's his first year here, Morenci, yes.
I've never seen that kind of thing out of Morenci. I look for these guys to just go into victory.
Yeah, and that's what you'd hope at this point.
No, they're a class outfit down there. They're not going to.
Yeah, they're walking up. It's victory formation.
Prior to snap, delay a game, Morenci.
That mic's really good.
Yes, it is.
We're picking up all kinds of stray voices. Well, congratulations to the Morenci Wildcats. A hard-fought victory, but a victory indeed. The Elks are going to go down 24-6. We'd like to thank the Wildcats for coming out tonight and giving us a good game. And, hey, tough opponent. Good luck to them the rest of their season.
Yeah, wish them safe travels as they make their way off the rim tonight.
They're picked by several publications to be in the finals mix in 3A this year.
If they keep playing like that, now did they move up into the 3A?
Yes, they're 3A. Yeah, they are part of the 3A South, which is brutal of a region. Somebody needs to take an air horn from somebody.
Yeah, let them have it. They earned it. They played well tonight, played hard. They showed why they won the state championship last year. They've got a very heavy roster with upperclassmen. Most of their starters are seniors. They played well. Round Valley coming in kind of flat-footed without a scrimmage. This was, in fact, their scrimmage. So, now we know what we need to work on. Now we know what we need to fix. So I think we sit down, look at some game film, work on some things in practice, maybe make some adjustments, some personnel changes, maybe analyze our attack a little bit and go into next week at St. John's. If you're in St. John's, what are you thinking right now? I mean,
That I just got my butt whooped by Blue Ridge by 45 points. That's I'm thinking if I'm in St. John's right now.
I'm thinking St. John's, with any luck for us, is going to be a nice bounce back game.
Oh, they're a program in turmoil. I don't know if you guys realize
Feels
what's
like
happening. No, St. John's, they really are. They didn't have a coach a month ago.
Really?
They didn't have a coach. They had a gentleman, James Thomas, that stepped in to take the job, build a program. They had somewhere around 20 guys playing. He came out, he took the job, said, hey, I'll be there. Then after he kind of they were on the verge of almost canceling the program from what I'm hearing. He pulled it together, and then 3 weeks after pulling it together, they hired a new guy, and this new guy came in at the last minute.
Huh.
So,
Well, I hate to hear that. I mean, there are rivals, but you never like to hear of a small town struggling to field a program. So that kind of changes my tune.
well, look, it's a rivalry. It's one of the, if not the oldest rivalry in the state. It's
one of the
them.
two.
One of the.
Us or Douglas Bisbee's. What?
So here's the thing. Round Valley's got a lot of work to do between now and next Friday night. It's obvious on both sides of the ball. There needs to be some adjustments. There needs to be some work done. There needs to be some things taken care of. We have the coaches down there meeting right now, and that's what they're talking about. They've got to find a way to pull these guys together. They got to find a way to get these guys cohesive and working together. Right now, I think that's the missing ingredient. Is we've got a lot of individual effort, but team effort.
See, and I would have to disagree. I don't think it's a team problem. It's a youth problem. We just got to meld. I have everything I've seen this fall with this team. They're together as a team. I don't feel it's a individual game going on. I think it's just we've got to find our spots.
Hey, hopefully I'm wrong. I'm just what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a few people doing, putting forth a lot of individual effort. But I'm concentrating on the line, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the line and I'm saying, okay, guys, you've got to pull together. You've got to work together. You've got to give your quarterback some more time. You can't have on one side of the line splits that are almost foot to foot, and then on the other side of the line, you've got almost 2 yards between the guard and the center. You are inviting a blitz at that point.
But a lot of times that's the angle we're at. It makes it look that way when you're up here at this angle to the field.
And I will yield to that. I will stipulate to that. That there a lot of this could be just the illusion from our perspective up here, but I don't know. I just see there's a lot of room for adjustments, and I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just.
I'll tell you one area I think we really need to see some improvement is some of the penalties that were really killing us. A lot of those offensive holding penalties.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I've got to kind of single you out, Mr. Ziegler, because you were blocking a little aggressively, and then you kept the hand around once he got his body turned, and you're going to get called every time. If your arms are extended and wrapped around him and he turns his shoulders, that just is what it is.
You can't go into half with 40 yards of penalties. You just can't. Nope. I mean, that's been a problem for the last couple of years.
They had more penalties than we did.
They did, but not.
And in the first half, they
what was it? Bring up the penalty yardage.
They had over 15.
Because it seemed like we were way over the top on that.
No, 70 to 50.
Really?
Yep, and one of those was the unsportsmanlike conduct in the second half.
But we had the 70.
Yes, but at the halftime, they had more penalty yards than us by 15.
Oh, okay. Well,
but ours were just killers.
The timing.
Killers. The timing is what killed us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
and I hate to single out Ziegler because he's putting in good effort. For a receiver to block that hard, that's what you want. You just got to know.
Yeah, when to let go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So little adjustments, It's nothing too major.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let's look forward to next week. because we've got to make some adjustments too.
Yes, we do. We'll get it figured out. We're always working, trying hard to make it better. We appreciate all of our beautiful sponsors. We can't do it without you. We continue to grow this thing and get better week in, week out. Steven, can't thank you enough for being here tonight. Dan Muth, I appreciate your time. Thanks to our camera operators, we had Loey Hunt and Howdy's son, who I am spacing on his name. Jensen, thank you. Jensen Bigelow. We had Keith Moore and Gareth Holiday down there on the sideline running that camera. I even saw Mr. Scott Madrid running around taking some pictures. He was ready and willing to be on deck tonight. We appreciate his willingness to help out. So, yeah, I don't know. Wes is jumping in. We're just about to wrap things up. Any last thoughts or messages you'd like to get out to these young men as they prepare for St. John's next week?
Well, just so the fans know, and I'm sure you guys have talked to it a bunch of times, that it's a Wednesday-Thursday game, not a Thursday-Friday, so plan your week accordingly, right? We'll be there live on Thursday. I talked to the school. I think we're good to go that way. There was something else I was going to say, man, I went through an entire stream. You guys did the entire stream without me. It was a crazy halftime. I didn't able to sneak over here for pregame or anything, but I'm sure it was fantastic. I was watching the chat a little bit. Looks like there was some fun engagement there from both the Elks and the Wildcats.
It was really starting to pick up. We appreciate that. Remember to, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube, help us grow it. We appreciate it, and we like reading your comments in chat. We don't always talk about it, but we talked about a fair amount tonight, and that's probably the most I've seen on YouTube for a few games. So
join the chat. You got to hit subscribe, and then you'll be able to hit the chat during the live stream. It is subscriber only in there, but we'd love to have you there, so please join the chat that way. Guys, tough loss for the Elks. I don't want to start talking again because I'm sure you guys have already gone rounds and rounds with everything that Howdy and I were talking about the entire game, and so I will trust that the Farmers Insurance post game was exactly what we would have talked about otherwise, because I'm sure it was all the same things that we've been thinking. Morenci fan did let me know, so this is unofficial, Morenci's first win ever in the Dome.
Yes.
This is the first time they have ever won in the Dome. I got that text message really late, just a minute ago, about the time that the air horn was going off continuously. I thought the choo-choo train was coming to town. So, guys, from the Dome, this is our first stream. Feels good to be back in football season. It's crazy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, follow our socials. That way you can know when we're going live. Subscribing on the YouTube lets you know when we're going to go live. So just hit us up that way. We appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. To close things out, I heard you talking about the camera crew, everybody that helped tonight. Guys, I hope that these guys did you well. I'm sure they did. So from the Dome here, I got Mr. Dan Muth in front of me. I'm Wesley McBride.
I'm Ethan Holiday.
Stephen Pena right there, back on the microphone. It's good to have you guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Make good choices. You've been watching Let's Go Elks.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.